We played that on stream last time. And now we have a little bit of a breather. So, just gonna get onto some chapter 7. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do after chapter 7. I feel like I'm gonna run out of things to do in Arknights. But I guess we'll see. Let's move on to the story. Last time in the story, we left off chapter 6. And in chapter 6, it ended with Tallulah. Was it? No, not Tallulah. Frostnova. Frostnova died. Which was sad. And now the new chapter is called The Birth of Tragedy. And this is apparently about Patriot, who is Frostnova's father. So this will be fun. Let's go. Let's get right into it. An old monster once told me, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. I always thought it was stupid. The guy's a monster, so maybe I do have to give this some thought. Does a bug jump into a flame to get stronger? So stupid. No. Let's not talk about how dumb and weak a bug is. You know, no matter how strong a bug gets, in the end, it's still just a bug. If a bug jumps into a flame, all it proves is that the heat messed up its brain. Assuming it even had a brain, it obviously went mad. What if I was to leap into the flames? Besides proving that I'm crazy, what else would that prove? I'd come out a bit charred, but how would that make me any stronger? Well, we're talking about death here. What does an undying monster know about death? Alas, such is the nature of a bitter death that none may resist. Hey Kellys, what's up? Hey, W's in the story now. You'll still talk to me? That's a surprise. I thought you were totally caught up in your plan to destroy Lungmen, Tallulah. W, you haven't given anyone notice of your visit. Oops, my bad. I've been a mercenary for too long. Mercenary. Forgot all about that reporting every detail of my life to the boss thing. Sorry, leader. Hey Brian, what's up? Finally getting on to some chapter 7, so I've just started the story. But you know, I can't go all the way up to the top of the command tower, so I have to ask you to stoop to my level. Your sarcasm isn't doing us any good, W. Reunion needs the might of the sarcasm. We should strive not to add any more personal conflicts between us. Just call us devils. Only the bleeding hearts of self-righteous call us sarcasm. Us mercenaries, we know exactly what we are. Strange. Devils, the inferior race of the banished. You mercenaries cannot accept this definition, nor will you take pride in it. Duh. But your people started calling us devils, not as a hate thing, or because it was catchy or whatever. Devil's a fear thing. You people called us that because we scare you. So us mercs like being called devils, because we know exactly what it really means. And we always make good, and sure anyone left alive takes the subtext straight to heart. Hey Demon Eye. What's up? Oh sorry, me yapping on about this is like trying to show off in front of an expert, isn't it? The cutscenes in this chapter are really long. It's good though, it just takes a long time. Just a heads up. That's okay, more story! I'm quite happy for there to be a long story. Yeah, because you know, once chapter 7 finishes, I'm not sure what I would do with Arknights when there is no event. War hype. We're a no-name merc squad famous for brutality, but compared to you, why that's like a worm trying to go up against a crab. After all, leader, nobody scares people better than you. Inflict terror upon your enemies and provide warmth for your friends. To strike fear into our enemies and bring hope to our comrades. That is the way Reunion has always done things. So driving Ursa's core city to Lungmen is also in line with a certain comrade's ardent wish. Our warriors are still bravely fighting inside Lungmen. They need our assistance, and we will bring it to them. The infected inside Lungmen require hope, and our warriors here have expressed their earnest desire to be that source of hope. My problem with Arknights' story is the pace is so fucking slow. That just means there's more to go through. I think it's okay. Everyone's wishes to find harmony here, and the responsibility to see those wishes come to fruition belongs to us, Reunion. This will also bring benefits to the Sarkaz, I assure you, beyond doubt. What your kind seeks is not hope, so I'll provide you with profit. Sarkaz mercenaries like you, scattered between various city-states, as well as those who pull your strings. You will drink deeply of the chaos between cities and countries, and it will nourish you. After Lungmen, no nomadic city is safe. Your kind will find more room to expand and thrive, and your people will prosper. I think it's better that it's slower. That means it takes more time to develop, and you can feel the connection between characters that much more stronger. Ooh, sounds like a good deal. Just going after profits. I'm totally on board. Tell me, W, what doubts do you still have? None. You've made a great case. Want a standing ovation? No need. Now let's talk about my mission. Bad news is I failed. I didn't manage to bring back my target, and she wouldn't give me the thing. That is not your fault. The kinship between Misha and Skull Shatterer was bound to lead to uncertainties. I mean, FGO have better pace, but most mid-villain over Arknights have better villain. The pace of the story is slow. Well, the thing is, with FGO, the amount of story that you're presented with is, like, insane. One chapter in FGO is, like, so much more longer than one chapter in Arknights. I'm fine with the length as long as the quality and development is good. It's like 3 months before chapter 8, I think. Really into the lore so far. Same. So am I. I don't like when the pace is slow as fuck. Maybe it's not so much the pacing, but the content that's released at the same time. Hey, Festillion, what's up? Why'd you send me to grab that scientist's daughter then? It seems like you didn't even need her or her secrets for your big plan. Between the attack on Lungmen and firing up the core city, what was the point of her anyway? The authenticity of the key still has to be verified. I could personally verify that we've activated the core city, but Reunion still needs full control over the way it stops. That's where this key comes in. Mephisto told me the old geezer found in the abandoned city was the real deal. No, W. Mephisto would not tell you that. It would only be you spilling secrets to Mephisto while thinking about extracting the information you want from him. So, is that being is true or not? New story chapters released. This is chapter 7. I hadn't got a chance to get to chapter 7 because like events were going non-stop. So finally here in chapter 7. So I'm like 3 months late into chapter 7 essentially. You're not interested in hearing my justifications, but you also don't plan on offering yours either. How many singularity are there in FGO? I'm on America right now. After America, you've got Camelot, Babylon, and then I think you have the final one, and that's only part 1 of the story. Then you've got the part 1.5, which is about 5 chapters or something, and then you've got part 2, which is what's happening now. Part 2 up to like chapter 5 or something. 4.5, I think? Not sure, something like that. There's an event probably next week, so either you stop midway or clear it before. Probably gonna stop midway. Let's be honest here, right? Just like my FGA account. Yep. I have my own channels. I might be a little more frank than I used to be. Oh, but I guess I could have mixed up my sources? Something like that. Yeah, that's just part 1. That's why like FGO has a lot more story content than Arknights does. And then again, FGO has been around longer than Arknights has. So, you know. W, if you want me to be more transparent, I could explain to you the details of my plan. All of them. Skull Shatterer and your first operation tested the LGD's response speed. It allowed us to adjust our strategy and improve upon our plans to take down Lungmen. Without your cooperation, we could not succeed. The slower pace they get to stretch out the laws and characters. That's exactly what I was getting at. Basically, you have more time to expand on like the intricacies, like the specific points between characters. So they don't feel cartoonishly evil. Same. That's what I like. See, with F-Zero, what they've done instead is they haven't like made it like shorter or anything. They've just made it so that you have much more content. So like the pacing I feel in F-Zero is about the same roughly. It's just that you have that much more content at any given time. Yeah, Arknights has only been around for like a year or so. The key did truly exist, but was lost upon Misha's death. The key that Patriot sought was only a backup plan to deal with this situation. I won't force you to tell me where the information comes from, but my explanation should convince you. Alright. But leader, I want to know how many keys there are. Won't ask any more questions after that, yeah? 2. Sergei, an old Chernobog scientist, held one of them, and delivered it to Misha using special means. The other was held by Count Boris, former mayor of Chernobog. During our attack, he broke off a city plate to flee. However, he was unable to escape the catastrophe. 2 left for your first story, part 4, part 1.5, 3 chapter LB. Yeah, that's right. The ruined satellite city. Our undercover agents in the city have kept everything there that we need. We can lure the LGD into an ambush, given the proper distance. We have sufficient reason to capture the abandoned city, and the best use of it is to occupy it and turn it into a stronghold. You're really good at explaining things, leader. I'm all out of questions. Hey, I'm not asking too many, am I? Sorry to make you waste so much time explaining it all to me. W, if openness can resolve the misunderstanding between us, I won't be stingy with my time. In order to ensure a relationship of long-term mutual benefit, I'll continue to draw up our future plans. Hopefully this can slightly increase the trust between us. We will need to support each other to have a chance at overcoming the troubles to come. Really? I'm touched. Of course. Hey, Iban. What's up? I never liked this woman. The Tallulah they talk to her nice about in private is so insanely boring. And this Tallulah talking to me right now is just another lying bastard. Oh, not to say there's anything wrong with lying. I lie a lot. Nothing stronger than a well-placed lie, except maybe a bomb. The truth is like a cup of water. What good does it do when the whole house is on fire? But when I lie, I know I'm lying. I chew up my thoughts and spit them into ears. This she-dragon, though, she lies so naturally, it's like the words come out of someone else's mouth. Doesn't matter who she's talking to. It's not like she's tweaking a couple of points to cover up her plans. Not just, so. Oh, hello Furuko, konnichiwa, ahoy. New chapter will release around mid of this year. She takes on a totally different form, turning into something they trust more, telling them what they want to hear. Reunion's most beloved figure is, of course, the leader, Tallulah. Standing here with me, she's a businesswoman, a trader. With Patriot, she turns right into a warrior woman. She'll show her true face one day, and everyone will live long enough to see it. Besides, does she even have a true face? Is she an onion? You keep peeling off layer after layer until you realize there's nothing inside? I mean it. She was acting honest like a Iberian nun just a minute ago. She lifts her hand slightly. I know that trick. Right now she's like a cunning Savra after a lifetime of raiding and killing. Something pulls away in the air in front of me, and in a split second it will melt away my whole body. Don't tell me you're ready to kill me after a little bit of teasing. Pekra streamed RE2 yesterday, it's so funny. I saw the stream, I haven't watched it. I do want to watch it. Nobody has ever figured out the formless things Tallulah throws around, but I know exactly what they do. A lot of nigger. Ruins, debris. Things lose even their most basic structure. It's just like a fire without light. I am her prey. I should have known. Kinda obvious, Dragon Lady. The old Tallulah wouldn't have showed her cards this early. Waiting to die, or plopping down some long-winded monologue before the end. Just isn't my style. I never thought about dying. At least not now. A small device I tossed out moments earlier was while I was talking, falls to the ground and blooms into a ball of flame before me. A wave of heat rushes towards me. Luckily, the comforting warmth isn't hers. I'm no arts expert. In my experience, 99% of arts are no match for this pure burst of energy. Arknights. そうです。Arknights をやってます。今は、Chapter 7物語をしてます。Play through the story. One thing that I am not a fan of in FGR is the complexity. I don't like shit too complex. This gameplay is... I don't think it's that complex. But Arknights is simple and gets like the basic mechanics are simple, but it gets complex. It builds up complex. Story is still going. Holy shit! This chapter is long. Yeah. Explosions, heat, shrapnel, shockwaves. It's an equalizing force that tears apart any enemy or me. I just need to draw out the stalemate a little longer, until all the seeds I planted finish blooming. You're such a hard worker, Tallulah. You even went through all that trouble to play out a sitcom with me. I knew it. You really would make a great actor. There's literally a video about hidden mechanics in FGO. While doing me not complex. Yeah, there's a couple of hidden mechanics. That's like, if you really want to math it out, then yeah, there are hidden mechanics for it. But otherwise, the hidden mechanics usually don't matter that much. It's like for a bonus 2000 damage or something. Something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but it's basically like if you really want to like get to final points of it. Arknights also has hidden mechanics in terms of what damage. Well, really, they don't explain to you in the game. This dragon lady, I don't hate her that much, do I? Baseline mechanics for FGOs like traits and stuff. Yeah. Those that don't know how to deceive cannot tell lies, and thus are not liars. And she is a monster soaked in lies. She doesn't need to lie. No wonder I get kinda... Okay, I kinda scared when I see her. I don't hate her, but I might really be afraid of her. And fear breeds caution. If you've got your guard up, you're prepared. Your little tricks are actually able to neutralize my originium arts. I might have underestimated you. Hey, this little trick took me hours to put together. Show some respect, huh? Yeah, it's the same thing in FGR. Like, FGR hidden mechanics, you don't absolutely need them. I don't pay attention to the hidden mechanics that much. But if a little bit of your fire was all it took to make me roll over and die, a little bit of your fire, what kind of devil would follow me? Core gameplay at FGR, how can I threaten this shit? Yeah. You came prepared. You planned to attack me from the very beginning. You made the first move, Dragon Lady. Are you trying to torture me because I'm a pain? Or do you want to shut me up because I've seen through you? To punctuate my sentence, a wave of heat surges from my fingertips and leaps towards me. Man, this dragon bitch just won't let me have any fun. I bend my waist and drop into an exaggerated roll, making it look like I'm tying my shoes. Uh-oh. Aim better next time. W, your dirty tricks have been exposed. You are now an enemy of reunion. Why do you oppose me? This is certainly no benefit to you. Why? Why do you think this was my idea? I'm sure Estelle didn't want us clawing at each other's faces this soon. The fact of the matter is you attacked me first. Trying for a little shock and awe, huh? 310 FGO Buster Colors. Have fun with that. I guess I have no choice then. I just have to kill you before you kill me. Your insanity has deepened your blind confidence. Lying to me is no big deal. I don't really care who you lie to, no matter how many people you kill or how many people you lie to. But Dragon Lady, you'll regret lifting a finger against me. Am I the kind of person who says stuff like this? Maybe I really am losing it. Can't even call this insanity at this point. Seems more sentimental than anything else. I guess I really fucked up. I see. Pretending to be crazed and stupid as us all fooled. Turns out I misunderstood your character this whole time. So considerate of others. What a lovely little devil you are. Such a colourful character. Not as lovely as you, of course. But you'd be even cuter once I rip your tongue out. Can't have it lolling around. It was easy to do in Battle of New York since Drop City give crit stars. Hmm. Do you think your little traps are enough to kill me? Of course not. Did I ever mention I set this trap? I set a trap. But at your feet might be a trap. Say, how many do you want? How many do you have? You pitiful thing. My flames have found you. You'll pay for your betrayal. Whoa, creepy. What's the matter with you? Who are you talking to with that tonal voice? You. I know you hate these words, W. You also hate me for pointing out your purpose. Well, thanks for being so considerate of my preferences. You think you can rile me up with that right phrasing? And like, my purpose? How many people you plan to kill has nothing to do with me, right, Dragon Lady? What do you know about me? You got like 80 different plots within plots going on in that noggin, and you're just gonna guess what's in mine? W, you want to prevent me from using the core city to attack Longman. Huh? If you simply wanted revenge, you would not have chosen this moment. If you wanted to kill me, W, you could have waited until both Longman and I are incapacitated. That would have been the wise move. Trying to talk me into giving you information was another cover. A mercenary leader who cares nothing for the direction of Reunion would not ask me, the leader of Reunion, about my plans. You know, I won't kill you, as long as you put aside your interest in this war. Do that and I'll spare your life. I'm fond of you, W. Good comic relief. I have no desire to execute a harmless harlequin. However, a mad woman who would use any methods available to kill me has no right to judge good and evil, let alone claim to understand my plans. Are you really as violent and insane as the performances you put on suggest, W? Would you shut up already? You're not. You want to stop Reunion. You want to stop the attack on Longland. Those are your intentions. W, you're all too easy to read. I didn't even need to make any plans to investigate you. You came here wearing your heart on your sleeves. That's a load of bullshit. I know Taketatsu really fits W. She does, yeah. I can't imagine W having a different voice. I'll turn you into a puddle of gore and have someone dump you into the waste to shoot, assuming there's anything left. She's really talented. The more I look at W's sprite, the more she looks like a cockroach with that antenna. I press a button on the device in my hand. A simple Iridium detonator switch. Remotely operated, chained explosions. A blazing light of destruction mixing in with the deliciously pungent aroma. Waves of heat carrying fragments of debris, overturning everything in front of me. Just as I planned, everything reduced to cinders, even the most thick-skinned sarcas. Wait. Didn't I have a detonator mechanism for explosives? Why did she plant her sword in the ground? Was this your trap? Try me, W of the sarcas. Try again. Hold on, you. No fire, no burning. The hundreds of Iridium explosives I painstakingly twisted into the steel foundation of the city are all gone. Where are the explosions? The heat? The shrapnel? Nothing. The place where I planted the Iridium is deformed, melted and warped. Drips of the iron and the burned oil plant paint covering it gives off a nasty smell. But that's it. My shrapnel, my blast waves, my light show. It's not going to happen. The cataclysm that I pictured in my mind a million times over isn't going to happen. The cunning dragon lady must have poured her arts into her sword and channeled it deep into the steel beneath us. The heat radiated to each of my traps, melting them away. You figured it out. You're so smart, W. The world-ending explosion from all directions that should have blown her into a billion little pieces is nothing but a big wet fart. Alright, I've been thoroughly played. Dragon Lady, you're not half bad. Was this result also part of your plans? Let me guess. Your backup plan is you'll show me an improvised suicide bombing spectacle. Isn't that right? Let's not waste each other's time. Don't get too cocky. Little girl. Say, are you even the same person? Right now, even I don't really want to know. I don't need you to define me. Choose your death. Die by my flames, be thrown into the city from the city walls, or be run through by my sword. Can you really finish me off? Steel must endure 1,000 trials in the forge before it can become a sword. A sword is destined from birth to be a weapon. But you are just a mortal shell that has not yet died. Ah, that would be an honor. To be impaled by this sword, would I be the first one? Unfortunately, you'll have to accept second. Now, we're talking of people I've blown up. You, well, wouldn't have even a number. Even have a number. Am I going to die? I guess so. What's so bad about death? There are many things worse than dying. So when you feel like you're done for, as long as you've prepared for the stuff worse than death, you'll even manage to surprise yourself. Now, I think it's about time I also blow this joint. You blew yourself apart right in my hands. I thought you'd be more afraid to die. Though your defection didn't surprise me, you yourself did surprise me a little. You had some potential, as the opening act of a farce. I hope your death was painful enough. W of Victoria. After the battle, 31 hours into impact, 6:30 PM. Leader. Sir, your return gives me great peace of mind. Formalities unnecessary. There was a battle here, just now. It was between me and W, who tried to assassinate me. Don't worry, I'm fine. From the reports I've received, she was already showing signs of rebellion when she occupied Shonabog. She made her own decision to let the enemy escape, instigated the Sarkaz mercenaries' rebellion, and murders her superior. These series of actions were likely caused by outside political forces. Where is she now? She should have stood trial. She detonated explosives hidden around her body and fell into the core area. I will dispatch someone to search for her body. Sir, you need not worry yourself. That does not concern me. And her Sarkaz? One of them. I will deal with it. Now that the core city is steadily moving on track, I will need to stabilize the situation immediately. Leader, this core city was activated without my knowing. Why? Even the comms have been broken. We're out of options. Ursus may attack Chernobog at any time and slaughter our compatriots. For their sake, we must first take down Lungmen. Right now, all energy must be used to support the operation of the core city, and we have no excess power to support tuning the incoming and outgoing channels. The originium left behind by the catastrophe is so potent that we cannot endure it. The order to recall you exhausted the last of our backup supply. Now there is only one place that can provide us with enough refined originium. Even then, if time is tight, please discuss with us. What you say may be correct. I'm sorry, sir. I should have given it more thought. But what's done is done. This key, how will you use it? It can stop the city. This city can be stopped. Many things, once started, will not stop. So I'm entrusting this key to you. You'll decide when we stop. I apologize for giving you such an arbitrary command. You seem more subdued today than usual, sir. No, I will go, to guard the core city. Someone will attack, they will try, and I will stop them. Excuse me, sir. Crownslayer, Frostnova, Mephisto, and Faust are still waiting for our help. We must not let any outsiders interfere with our plans. To the door. What's the matter, my champion? Leader. Any evil, no matter how great, will always come to an end. This, I firmly believe. Yes, I share the same conviction. Goodbye, leader. Go, Patriot. To end this war and regain the status of the infected, Reunion will crush all enemies standing in our way. And just imagine Patriot as Zeus and Nephgeo. Oh man, his voice would be a lot more epic than what I'm doing right now. Sorry. What's this? A kind of sarcasm talisman. 2 pieces. This one is for you. The other one I will keep. What are these for? It's a bit heavy. They can keep you safe. You still believe in those weird sarcasm things? What's the point of this? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Let me finish. Sure. This talisman can withstand torture. Mortal wounds, destroyed organs, no. But the consumption of life, it can withstand. Until it breaks. If yours breaks, mine will tremble. And I will go, save you. What if both pieces break? Why aren't you saying anything? Oh, fine. I'll hang on to it. Good. I'm obviously going to outlive you, so you just do your own thing. That's Patriot and Frostnova, isn't it? So I guess his voice is supposed to be a bit raspy. Help who? And what war? My talisman, it too has broken. Yep. Oh, sorry. You killed W. What are you going to do now? Liberate you. You'll no longer need to bow before a sarcasm. When she asks where is Counselor, I laugh. Like, where the fuck is she? I must have forgotten a whole dog powered by specialist. Talking meta? Yeah. All that you desire, I shall grant you. And what exactly is that? War. No longer will you have to endure the foul taste of slaughtering the weak. No longer will you waste your efforts like a pebble hitting a rock. I will give you a truly equal war. Sarkaz, wandering devils. What I will grant you is not only the fear of your victims. I will reforge your blood, your flesh, your steel, and the shame of countless generations of your ancestors. I will grant you slaughter, and I will grant you death. A new era has arrived, and war shall reign supreme. All Sarkaz who wish to taste all that this new era has to offer, step forward. Who would you have us kill? Jeez. Long cutscenes, eh? Is this thermal? We get thermal here? Remnants of Ruin's forces remain entrenched in the streets of Lungmen, desperately resisting to the bitter end. Prepare for combat. Huh. Drones. 2 slots right in front of drones? Really now? But why? Oh, the thing is, if I put anyone here, they just get auto-sniped by the drones. So I have to put a medic here. So that's like... that's like Warfarin here facing down, and then Ixia facing this way. And I have to block here and here. Huh. So I can like put flopses here. I can put Saria here. Saria will be able to cover here and here. Put the AoE heal. Blaze, Silver Ash. No. Practice. Okay. Use a oh. Elysium Siege. What's this?
お前の采配に対しては私にも意見する権利がある。
Can't wait for Surtur's event because they teased one of the ops on Twitter. Did they? Say I'm trying to use beeswax, not as a caster but a ranged defender. She's so fucking tanky. Ranged defender? That's interesting. There's not that many ranged squares where we're at. So, 1, 2... where is Exia? Exia, get in there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Orphan and Exia cover the top. Flopsis a one more for bottom. W, I guess.
お互いどうにか生き残りましょう。
I'll pick out another melee unit. Oh, defender. Yeah, I guess. Obelisk the Tormentor. Oh yeah! B-Wax does remind me of Obelisk, doesn't she? Oh yeah! I only figured that out. I only noticed that now. Okay. Didn't realize that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's go! $6:30 p.m. Number 2. Clearance level 8. Doctor, thank you for visiting the Rhodes Island Integrated Bioprocessing Unit. Your intentions have been determined through analysis of available biological data. Yeah, she has like around 400-ish defense at E1 level 20. That's nuts. 400? That's defender levels, damn. In addition, the system defect detects that you are in a bad mood. And what will count for a good mood? Good and bad are subjective judgments. However, this system has collected nearly all documented states of mental activity, as well as hormonal criteria for various types of neurological excitement. So you could argue that the system's subjective judgment is substantially closer to objective truth. Therefore, no matter what action Doctor may take, the system will be able to process it to some degree. Which is to say, you may do as you wish. PRTS is equipped with a non-lethal pacification function. Should you take unreasonable action, you will lose consciousness for 3.5 working hours, ensuring you maintain a behavioral standard close to normal. Welcome home, Doctor. Can this really be called home? Are you Doctor? Hello? It's you. I'm sure of it. I can feel it. You're a little different. But the person you're holding, that uniform. Can I ask what's that you're holding? Who's that you're holding? A friend. She's your friend? But you barely know her at all. I don't know. This might disappear soon. We're still holding Frost Nova? God damn! What do you feel? Traces of people communicating with each other. Smell, warmth, shape. That's when she's not using skill. Has HP regen too. When skill activated, regular caster stats. Ah, okay. Frost Nova is a N-word. I'm not sure, but she... The girl reaches out to Frost Nova. No. You don't want me to do that? No. I'm an outsider. I don't know her. I can't do this, can I? Nakama. One Piece. Nakama! I'm sorry. Can you read minds like Amio? No, I can't. Amiya is special. I know Amiya's arts, and I think she suffers a lot. There hasn't really been much time. That's true. Like, this is literally after the battle, I'm pretty sure. Did you want to use this machine? If this is indeed the final resting place of the infected. It is. Just a second. Let me check the log. Yes, they cleaned this cabin already. Put her on this slab. Easy now. There. Then the slab will slide in there and wait for it to close. And finally press this button. You're really familiar with it. Oh, I've had to use that a lot. Why? This is where all Rhodes Island's infected end up. And if I knew them, if I felt them, if they were my teammates, I always take care of them myself. The original manual was really complicated, but I wrote down how to use it in my terminal. Just a quick look and I could feel it. Feel what? It's like a chain. A chain? Or I could say it's like seeing the links between people. Sending off the people tied to you means untangling the lines around them. The other ends of the thread are still tied to us. But even when the one side is gone, the threads don't hang down. It feels like you've lost something inside yourself. Something you didn't know was there, but knowing it won't come back. Why would you want to feel that? Because if you know the feeling, it won't suddenly sting you, right? So then you... Excuse me. Identifier for Osmontis, elite operator present in Rhodes Island's integrated infected bioprocessing unit, will expire in 15 minutes. I will update you momentarily. Stand in place for about 15 seconds. In addition, there is a skirmish taking place by the starboard hull. If possible, please assist in updating your identification code in order to reduce resource consumption. Oh, okay. I'll go do that. I'm making a note of it in my terminal. Reminding you for the 6th time. If you allowed access to the system, I could send the information directly to... No. I'm the only one who can use this. Understood. Lead operator? Small girl gonna have our wallet. Gotcha, addiction intensifies. Yeah, I know, she's gonna be a recruitable operator. I don't know how good is she though? PRTS means me. Should I call you Rosmontis? Yes, Rosmontis. Oh. Eesh. Frost level will always be the thorn in your heart. Like, goddamn, it always hurts. She's limited, so she has some positives. More snipers. Sniper Knights is real. We just need a sniper medic now, right? What about her? I think I should at least know her name. The positive, she's limited. Frostnova. Frostnova. A good name. Hello, Frostnova. Bye-bye. Medic? Legend of New 6-star Medic. Yo, that's some epic music, man. Okay. Alright. Arknights really don't want a new 6-star medic for some reason. Kelsey will be that soon enough. She's like the Muramasa of Arknights. Took once. Years. Okay, okay. Oh, coming down that side now, huh?
チェーンソーのうなり声が聞こえる？
貴様の生死は私が決める。貴様の生死は私が決める。戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟を決めろ。
ちょっとからかってあげようっと。
戦場に出たからには。
いや悪いね、僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。
治療開始。息についたよ。ふむなきよポーエント。ふむな特製料理だよ。頑張ります。
貴様の生死は私が決める。
みんなお腹すいた？
問題ないよ。
はいはい、ここでたっぷり休ませてもらうわ。
貴様の生死は私が決める。
ふむな特製料理だよ。
戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟を決めろ。
みんなお腹すいた？
貴様の生死は私が決める。戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟を決めろ。
ふむな特製料理だよ。
貴様の生死は私が決める。
みんなお腹すいた？
私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。
了解。3つ数える間に投稿のチャンスをあげる。予測通りの戦いでした。完璧です。
Okay, what did I miss? So many snipers, my position is threatened. Army, I feel my pain. The freaking volcano sheep. Army evolve. Why is she threatened as a caster? And you can't be original, join the majority. There's a no-no. Even when evolved, she still has to fight through all the guard knights, string launch and bombs the teleports. Join the majority so she doesn't get left behind. She's really good, apparently. Hmm. Okay. Well then, I'll take out some units for and put some in just for trust farming, I guess. Who did I not deploy? Silver Ash. I didn't deploy Silver Ash, okay. Hey, it doesn't really matter. I'll just use a check in Lapland, I guess.
僕のチームにはテキサスを入れてよ。
Put Texas in my team. Yeah, that's fine. It was low wise, but still via the true damage on the slash only usable once per battle. Because it's her ulti. She can only do it once.
全員、規律はしっかり守って
主の名を掲げ、この旗の下へ集え。
戦術支援システムオンライン。
信号は安定。いつでも行けるよ。これで分かったでしょ。
一気に型をつける。私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。ターゲットロックオン。この辺温度が低すぎるかな。
戦場に出たからな。死ぬ覚悟決めろ。
信号は安定。これで分かったでしょ。
ちょっとからかってあげようっと。負傷した者はすぐに知らせるんだ。
貴様の生死は私が決める。前に進むぞ。戦場に出たから死ぬ覚悟を決めろ。この程度で止まると思う
問題ないよ。
な。どけ。
はいはい、ここでたっぷり休ませてもらうわ。
諦めるな。
言ってみろ。止血監視。
すぐに終わる。
アップルパイ。
すぐに終わる。
How ready am I for Surtur? I have about 350 rocks. So I'm decently ready.
先輩、ご命令火事には気をつけてください。
That was a waste, but whatever.
諦めるな。
止血監視。
私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。
But I got your red flag that please no. Hey Max. Better not be another WED situation. Wei Yanwu's office, 6:30 p.m. Correct, Mr. Wei. 32 hours from now, the core city will collide with Lungmen. Its urban identification code has not been changed, which means that the core of Shonabog, this nomadic city, is still Ursa's territory. So attacking it would be an act of war. And holding Ursa's hostage like this is the height of absurdity. You're unreasonably calm, Mr. Wei. Did it maybe occur to you what a peace-loving country the Empire is? 600 random here. Used all my random for Angelina and didn't get 6 stars, so I guess I can use the pity here. I have a chance to use Scissorin better. Not yet! I will after this! Ursa's expansionism is driven by lust for wealth, territory, and growth. If it was profitable, the Empire would start a world war without a second thought. And they would have done it decades ago. But to provoke a war with Yen? The fact that Yen has not waged a war for centuries does not mean they lack the capacity to fight, right? But I'd say a militaristic state might struggle to understand what it is that led to Yen's prosperity. A world war would leave both sides devastated. The end would need a long time to recover, but Ursus, with its myriad internal conflicts, would take it even harder. Ursus is no longer the world-devouring beast it once was. Only fools and madmen would wage war, a war that is costly, unprofitable, and doomed to fail. Mr. Wei, as far as I know, fools and madmen are a dime a dozen in the nomadic cities of the world. Weeding out such people is one of my most important duties, and it's a function of the State Council of Ursus. Once the State Council responds, we'll implement measures to put a stop to the Shonabog core. The diplomats will handle the rest. Our only responsibility is to take control of this crisis before it gets out of hand. You have that much faith in the Empire? No, I have faith in mutual interest. Fighting war after war teaches bitter lessons. Even though Ursus has won a lot of riches from its wars, it has been unable to fight the internal rot these wars have bred. It has not been able to integrate the peoples and lands it has conquered, and no nation can handle a rebellion while choking down the poison brewed by the mutual crisscrossing hate of its own populace. Got an Angelina dupe, I guarantee you would have preferred Suzerain, but oh well, I did use her a lot, it's fine I guess. I wouldn't mind getting Angelina or Suzerain. I mean, I want Suzerain so I can get Angelina from the shop, but, you know, chances are I'm not going to get either of them. So I'm going to have to get Angelina from the shop. The Empire of Ursus is a rotting corpse posturing to look strong. And that is why you believe Ursus will act in its own interest and abide by their deal with you? I have no deal with the chairman of the State Council, verbal or otherwise. But the two of us have about the same amount of sanity left. Fumizuki, send the message for me. I have to make use of this time. Fumizuki. There is another message here, for you. I'll get Angelina whatever it takes. I'll let the costume just in storage. Same. I'll buy Angelina if I have to. Dr. Kelsey, Amiya, Chen, you should hear this too. Fumizuki. You will change your mind once you hear this. I don't think so. If you reject their help again, we'll truly be isolated. Chief Wei, you must act immediately upon receiving this message. What? That's my messenger. The following has been arts encrypted. Mr. Wei, groups 3 and 4 are standing down. Wait, it's a deep male voice. We are unable to get to the source of the matter. I can't even speculate on who the mastermind might be. They were whispering from the parliamentary gallery, laughing at my miserable, helpless performance, but I found no evidence to hold them accountable. If something happens in Shonabog, you must do everything you can to stop it. Otherwise, who knows what will happen. You have the wisdom and ability to stop it at its source. What we cannot do, you must do in our stead. That's the end. I want to hear the rest. The rest is the messenger's soliloquy. He is my messenger. Let me hear it. Using costume to lure them out of the banner. I was unable to meet Chairman Woot, and the messenger he sent to liaise with me was waylaid by unknown forces. Fortunately, that messenger is still safe and sound. The messenger slipped out of deity Greiferberg in the dead of night, as someone secretly aided him. I believe there are forces within Ursus vying for supremacy. I was attacked many times on the road after that, and there were many others who tried to protect me. Wits tried to help them. I reached the Ural Rift and commandeered a messaging station. What happens now, even I don't know. I hope to make it back to Lungmen, to enjoy the favors of home once again. How is he now? Unclear if he's alive or dead. Sounds like the chairman of the State Council plans to stand by and see how this plays out. The State Council is at the heart of the Empire, but Shonabog is out of the periphery now. The borderlands mostly belong to the army, and some remnants of the ancient nobility. The army hasn't had a chance to engage in such operations since the Great Rebellion, but the infected did. The ancient nobility, closely watched as they are, couldn't have planned the Shonabog incident, but the infected could. Indeed, most of the Reunions infected had no training. They didn't stand a chance against the Ursus Guard and the Shonabog Riot Police. But a catastrophe did. Shonabog failed to split the plates in time, and there was nothing they could do against the catastrophe. Reunion had to infiltrate a city early to stop the security forces from mobilizing, while the army ignored their maneuvering. Lungmen and Rhodes Island anticipated Reunion's actions, and the LGD made a plan to annihilate them, by Chernobog. Even to this day, Chernobog and the Ursus court haven't said a word. Now we know why. Writing off the city and all its inhabitants, Ursus handed Chernobog over to Reunion. And the infected who have lived so long on the threshold of death that they no longer fear it, would assume control of the city after the catastrophe. They didn't have to do anything. They just got out of the way. They only had to let it happen. But after suffering a catastrophe, Chernobog was just a dead city with nothing of value, which left the infected heading for Lungmen. No matter who's running Reunion, all the elements were perfectly aligned. Give the order. The sensors must stand down. Use force if necessary. We will prepare for war. We must be absolutely certain we can disable the core before it's too late. And no one is to know of this until the Chernobog core is stopped. Mr. Wei! You're going to start the war yourself? Fumitsky, you've seen all Lungmen has been through. You must know. My brother wouldn't stand for me starting a war with Ursus. I must take the initiative. We must take control of the situation, even if it costs all of Lungmen. So I did it. Set Silver Ash pirate skin, zoom in on matter what in Korea. Shing Lord crotches off my screen. Okay. Culture. I must take the initiative. We must take control of the situation, even if it costs all of Lungmen. Starting a war means being seen as an aggressor. It makes it more difficult to forge alliances. The first one to enter a state of war is likely to find itself isolated. But the worst part is, no one can know the truth until after the war is over, whatever it might be. Some countries don't even care about the truth. All they want is an excuse. Yep. But Mr. Wei, I believe we can achieve peace through diplomatic means. Thank you for the suggestion, Madam Kelsey. But I'm afraid Root and I are the last hope for peace between our two countries. Whether our enemy is the Empire's Third Army or the Emperor of Ursus, this war is going to happen eventually, even if we are certain to win it. Peace is no longer possible. If Wit is too meek to use official channels to put a stop to this, it means he'll face too much resistance and criticism for it, even if it works. He's a politician. He has to look out for himself. I don't want that, I just want Matterhorn abs. Can't zoom close enough. It is the price you have to pay. Now you have Silver Ash's crotch every time you log in. Having pushed him this far, the Empire's bureaucracy may be in some state of semi-paralysis. A couple of divisions can hold Ursus hostage, but not Lungmen. This is not Ursus. You're entitled to an emergency response to another moving city. Wouldn't it then be too late to separate the city? If the core is not stopped, the collision will destroy Lungmen, and the conflict that follows will cause further unfathomable disaster. But to stop the core, firing our guns or sending a spec ops team would indeed mean a declaration of war on Ursus. Anything Wit might have been able to stop has been cut completely loose by the Chernobog core. An isolated city, cut off from all communication, is left with nothing but identification codes. Needs very little explanation. As you say, Doctor, it's up to Lungmen now. Only we can stop the Chernobog core. Think carefully, Mr. Wei. There are serious consequences to an act of war. War is serious business, but the other choice as far as Lungmen is concerned would be far worse. Mr. Wei, Rhodes Island. I'll go. Huh? Miss Chen. Chen. I'll take care of it. You're a Lungmenite. I can leave Lungmen. Superintendent Chen, don't play the hero. This isn't your responsibility. If Lungmen needs a traitor, let it be me. I'm sick of you, Wei Yanwu. You and your precious city. I stopped being a Lungmanite even before you dug your claws into the slums. Now is not the time for a debate on ethics. What did they do? Why did you have to do that to them? What did they do? Tell me, Miss Chen, what did they do? Tell me, where was it Reunion hid themselves? Where was it they snuck into our city? You trust the slum dwellers, but do they trust you? Where did that trust come from? Have any of them, aside from your informants of Lin Koji's ears, reported the infected infiltrating their homes? Things happen so fast. That doesn't mean anything. Did you receive even a single tip? Yes or no? No. Not one. Not a single person stepped up. They don't trust you. They would rather put their faith in foreign provocateurs than the Rat King or the Superintendent of the LGD. Maybe Reunion was threatening them. Reunion's infected are known to be violent and dangerous. Did they forget that Lungmen had never raised a hand against them? I don't blame them for supporting each other. In fact, if the infected didn't support each other, if they hated each other instead, the slums would have long since destroyed themselves. They could have opposed Reunion. They could have come together with the Rat King's people to fight the infiltrators. They could have asked for your help. They don't trust... Exactly. They don't trust you. After all you've done for them, they still don't trust you. We should have sent the LGD into the slums long ago. It was the locals who didn't want the LGD in the slums. They were the ones working against my LGD time and time again. Even as Lin Kojui and I had worked so hard to root out the criminals and foreign agents from the slums. It was those same locals who scoffed at the sacrifices of our soldiers. Was it Lungmen that rejected them? Answer me, Miss Chen. Look me in the eyes and answer me. It's not their fault. Then whose, pray tell, is it? How many times have I told you? You have the right to your own thoughts and opinions, provided you don't let them affect your work. The LGD is here to protect Lungmen. The Special Inspection Unit here is here to guide the LGD to protect Lungmen. The slums you've done so much for have become a vulnerability that could lead to Lungmen's destruction. Reunion exploited the infected among them to distract us, letting our guard down to Shonobog. Measures we took to fight off Reunion left us in the open to this maneuver by the core city. And those infected stood by and did nothing. If Lungmen fails here, it is ultimately by their hand. No. Who should be held most responsible for turning Lungmen into a flashpoint? Who is responsible for lives lost and blood spilled? So much destruction over a few neighborhoods, just because we didn't act in time. When you say act, do you mean... Whose fault is it? Was it Lungmen that rejected them? No. It was they who rejected Lungmen. So you'll dispose of them? Indifference and a lack of vision already destroyed them. I have no reason to care for those people anymore. Angry waste, right? Yeah. Chen, we're all tainted with our innumerable mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. All we can do is fix them, or cover them up for a while. There is always someone who can do what I can't, but for now, I still have things to do. Everyone makes mistakes? I know what you're saying. The infected are a mistake, as long as they exist in the city. Pig-headed girl. Superintendent Chen, I've told you everything. Now do what you must. Alright then. Wei Yunwu, what I must do, what the LGD must do, is name who is at fault and correct the mistake. Seems that, according to your definition, I am at fault. You could also say I am the mistake. Because I am infected. You. Chen! Madam Chen. There's no need to hide it anymore. For 3 years, you've been hiding my infection from the world. Now that the infected have no place in the city, neither do I. Nonsense. She and I are both infected. I don't belong here. I know what I must do, and I won't be making any more mistakes. I'm the only one who can stop her. Don't feel bad. I understand. We're Spawn brothers, aren't we? Brothers. Remember where we came from. Sworn brothers ruined. I am infected, and a traitor to Lungmen. I'm the only one who can do this. I hate you, and I hate them. I should love you, but right now I hate every last one of you. Blood relations ruined. We've come this far. All we can do is keep going. Why me? Why does it have to be me? Who could feel safe sitting here? Close family ruined. No. If you leave this office today, Chen Huichi, you'll be an enemy of Lungmen. You will never again be allowed to set foot in this city. And all that we've worked for together in the past 10 years will come to nothing. Everything I've worked for came to nothing as soon as you did what you did. Lungmen is about to go up in flames. The battle is upon us. You have your ways, I have mine. The only difference is I'm not like you. I don't think anyone is a mistake. I won't let the city fall, but I won't go in without a plan either. Power is a tool at the end of the day. If you're going to use this tool to tinker with the world, you have to conform to its expectations. One second. I want to screenshot this. Thank you. Don't make a mockery of yourself, Inspector Shen. Laugh at that, and you're laughing at yourself. I raised you to change it. I hoped you would change this world to want more than prosperity and growth. So has it changed? Can it be changed? Does everything I've worked for actually mean anything? Even if it can't now, it must someday. You're going to make sure it can be changed. Wait, stop! Who are you? You can't go in there. Security? Where are the guards? There's an intruder! Lord Wei, we will act. Get out. Let us act! You shouldn't have come. Wei Yenmu, that's all it took to show your true colors? Your private army just shows up here in your office? Madam Chen, Lungmen is threatened. Sounds like you have a strong sense of duty. But I don't believe a word you say. If you have something for him, go ahead. Lord Wei, it is within our means to infiltrate the city, kill the mastermind, and stop the collusion. We shall sacrifice our lives for the city and lift this burden from thy shoulders. Get out! Wait. That'd be a bit better to say, get out! There we go, yeah. Lord Wei. How about it, Wei Yenmu? Will you send them, or send me? Is that a tough choice? Why is it you're so decisive when it comes to killing people and so indecisive when it's time to save them? That's how it is now. That's how it was then. I didn't expect a chance at proper goodbye. I've thought about it many times, Wei Yenmu, but I never expected to give anyone a proper goodbye. Miss Fumizuki, I'm sorry my mom treated you like that. Thank you for looking after me all these years. I've always thought of you as my family. Chen. Superintendent Chen. Not anymore. This badge, you can have it back. Seize her! You want to fight here first? To decide who's the real traitor? Superintendent Chen, the enemy's at our gates. I'm infected. I'm your greatest enemy. Cease and desist, or I will show no mercy. Who have you ever shown mercy? Huh? Don't sound all high and mighty about things you can't do. Lord Wei, look out! Chisha. Rose Key? Rose Key. Okay, Rose Key. Brother, if this sword is used to slay dragons, does it also work on Dracos? Just might. Looks like I'll have to be more careful around you. Her arts are overflowing. Doctor, get behind me. I'll block the arts. No, it'll just get torn apart by that kind of power. She's not aiming for us. Get out of her range right now. Okay. Her arts are beginning to expand. Back up. Release! The dragon slaying sword. Unsheathed? You can block it with just your wrist? Most astute. I see your swordsmanship is sharper than ever, Superintendent. Tempered Oranginium. Chi Xiao, huh? To think they're still making weapons like that. Doctor, is that sword specifically forged to fight against energy-based arts? At first, Madam Chen didn't even let me look at the sword. Was she envisioning a situation where I would be an enemy? Out of my way! Lord Wei, the superintendent has chosen a path. I may not be able to block a second blow. Shall I put my life on the line? Through my death, I assure you that Inspector Chen will remain in Lungmen, though I cannot guarantee she'll have her limbs intact. I can ensure that she lives. Impermissible. You, fall back. Don't engage her directly. I shall immediately alert my brothers. Plan to call in reinforcements. Qi Xiao! Cease! Gah! Are you going to use the cloud-splitting sword? Don't forget, who taught you swordsmanship in your arts? I never once thought to strip you of your swordsmanship, but I will no longer play nice at this point. Don't force my hand, Chen Huixi. Do it then, Master Wei. Qi Xiao answers to me. There you gave me Qi Xiao. Did you think I would slay you? I won't use it to spill your blood, Wei Yun. You think you're protecting me, right? My mother died to depression. Tallulah was taken away. I contracted neuropathy in the course of my work. You think everything you've done was for the sake of protecting me, don't you? Is that because of your guilty conscience? Or because of your confidence in your own strategies? I don't want to witness another tragedy ever again. I can't read them. I'm sorry I'm butchering them. Liar! Wei Yanwu. These are those who this sword seeks to kill. There are those who this sword seeks to kill. And those who it seeks to protect. If she truly wishes to destroy Lungmen. No, you must not go. I never thought I would beat you in your black cloaks here. But there is more than one way out of here, Wei Yunmu. The window! Chen Huichi, stop this foolishness! We're hundreds of meters above the ground. This wouldn't be the first time I've used the window route, or the second. Chen Huichi, you must not go to her! Chen! You mustn't repeat the same mistakes. You can't go down the same path we did. If there's anyone who should die for the city, that person should be. Uncle. No. Wei Yanwu. Starting today, we are strangers. The sound of glass smashing echoed across the room, and Chen falls face up from the tall building. The Lord of Lungmen let out a thunderous roar, and the men in the black poncho leapt towards the window like an arrow springing from a bowstring. But Chen had already made up her mind. I'm butchering them too, even though I know the language, it's hard to know where to emphasize when it's in English. It's... yeah. I mean... I just don't know the pronunciations. Anyways. Let's go gacha! Should I do a complete 10 roll? Let's do an entire 10 roll? Oh, there's gonna be a single Japanese sentence after this. Yeah, let's just do the entire 10 roll. Pray, 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 pray. It's gold. No tones. It's RIP and... what a waste! What a waste! No! Ah. At least it's new. Yeah, she's new, but I'll skip the rest there. What the fuck is this shit? Ah, I got another myrtle. Okay, that's not the worst. I got another myrtle. Not the worst. Just like Aya, do one more. Alright, one more. Just like Aya. One more. One more. Nah, it's a gold. Oh, it's a blue. It's a blue. It's a blue. Sad panda. Sad panda. Sad panda. Sad panda. Oh well, okay. Guess I'm buying Angelina then. I need 2 more myrtles. 20 pity for Soto. How much do you need to get pity anyway? Should I say for Soto? Not gonna lie. Yes, blue. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. 50 plus. I feel like I should have enough. 100 to 6-star guaranteed. Wait, what? Who else? Who else? Oh, thermal. Sure. Eh? Wait. Oh, thermal potential. Thermal's not new. Thermal's potential. Alright. The only thing I'm not sure. Should I trade now or should I wait, do Soto gacha first in case she spooks me there, and then trade if I don't get her there? Probably do that, right? I have 300 bucks. After I pull 50, every pull increases 6-star chance by 2. Oh well. Oh well. It depends on when Sister comes out. True. Well, let's see what the next gacha is. Could be cutting it close. Like, I'll hold off on exchanging Angelina until the last or second last day maybe. Oh well. Let's continue his story. Mephisto's herd is no longer under control of its leader, but their bottomless aggression has prompted them to attack Red's Island ship. Put them out of their misery. Ha. 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 Okay, I'm gonna guess the big strong dudes are gonna come out this way, and the fodder is gonna come this way, I guess. Well, at least it makes it easy. Alright, who to bring? Mountain. Well, okay, if it doesn't really help you. Lithium, silver ash, where's all? Carib.
これはやらねばならない戦いなのか。
Huh. Yeah, we could try with this for now, I guess. Try with this. Yeah. Okay. Uptown Lungman, 7 o'clock p.m. Dusk. A secret arrest warrant? For Chen, sir? It's gotta be a mistake. There's no way. Hey, get back here! I asked you if this was a mistake or not. Damn it, Chen, sir. What the hell? Who's behind this? I have to find her. I have to hear her side of the story. Yes, I understand. Anything else, Master? No, go on and do what I told you for now. When you're finished, go find somewhere to lay low for a while. The officer should get a promotion. Yeah, got it. Now go, hurry. Ah. Turns out there really is someone who can outplay Wen Yumu. Tallulah, Tallulah. Is this really just fate? This here is a good boy. Nice officer. Yes. Trust. Loyalty, man. Oh, young master. You could see us now from up there. You also would not wish to see this, would you? Alas, Langman's finally come to this. But Huichi. Huichi! Be careful, Huichi. You mustn't get yourself killed. Langman Harbor Dock, 7:20 p.m. Damn it, there's so many more of them out there. I thought the LGD was supposed to have this area under control. Yesterday it was reunion. Today it says weird infected. Even we can't hold them off. And we can't use heavy duty weapons inside the city. Hello, operators. Is that who we're fighting today? Rosmontis! Thank God. Thank goodness. We're saved. They're infected who have been twisted by arts. And we can't stop them. That's right. We mostly brought defense equipment, but I never expected that they'd shred through our steel cables and polyfiber nets like paper. Conservation noises. Zombie noises. We might have to bring in some military grade weapons. We're at our limits here, so we had no choice but to ask for backup from the landship. Thankfully, now that you're here, we might be able to turn the tides. The originium structure inside makes their bodies incredibly tough. We use suppressing fire to keep them under control. Also, our scans aren't picking up any signs of brain activity at all. The main point there is, they're pretty much already physically dead. They're just empty husks, propped up by arts. It's unbelievably cruel. Whoever did this has to pay. But more importantly, at least you are all safe. Let's make a plan. I'll get them to settle down. You're going to fight? Yes. But you look... Doctor, have you never met Rosmontis before? Please stand aside, Doctor. Then you might want to take a step back. I guarantee you've never seen anything like this. Is that a metal box from a landship flying by? It's mine. Operator, please describe your impressions on the target. Hold on, I'll check the manual. Okay, the target's a large group of active restless individuals. They're moving as a group with no clear objective. The general trend is clear, but with no set route. That should be good enough, right? Received. I'll handle this. Dr. Kelsey was very clear. Once we finish this, Rhodes Island is to leave Lungman immediately. Evening, old friend. Shiguma, what are you doing here? How about your injuries? I'm an Oni. These scratches are long gone. Good. Now hold on. Were you waiting for me here? That Doom buggy you're pushing is the new model from Broom Billiton, right? Great for off-road performance. Dustproof, climbs hills with ease, incredible range and fuel efficiency. Minimal environmental impact with maximum comfort. That one? Yeah, sorry. I saw an ad on the terminal a million times. Guess it got stuck in the old noggin. It's a damn good buggy though. I'm not even into off-roading and I'd like to get one. What are you trying to say? You look like hell, Chan. When are you planning on going? How'd you know I'd be here? You come here every time you went to sneak out of the city. Remember, I also know every nook and cranny of this place. The LGD issued an arrest warrant. But that's not what you're here for. Of course not. I know exactly what kind of person you are. This is my only way out of the Lungman. I stayed dark the whole way. If the whole LGD knew me half as well as you do, then you'll never make it out of Lungman. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? You're just like me. I don't want you to go. Hoshiguma, are you going to stop me? Why are you, of all people, Hoshiguma? Of course I am, Chen. I am an LGD inspector, and more importantly, your friend. Did your serious plan to wander off and play the lone hero in a grand adventure? Did you seriously? Yeah. Mistranslation. That is precisely why I cannot let you leave. You're a Lungmanite, Hoshiguma. This is our last chance. If Wei Yanwu has it his way, more people are going to die. And your way is better? They call you Madame Oni. They trust you to take care of the Lungmen they love so much. Let me go, Hoshiguma. Should have done TL note. Nakama means friends. Ha. Did I really love Lungmen, Chen? Do they? Here. Me? I'm old school. Comics, movies, booze, rainy streets. Some guy running by without an umbrella. I like my stuff retro, just not bikes. People say some stuff goes out of style quick. Chen, can we really outrun time itself? I can't. No way. Moves too fast. That chase has crushed so much of what I cared about. This is all I have left. A yellowed splotch, a tear, a dog-eared page. I've got names for them all. And it sucks. I hate how time took all these people from me. They died horrible, miserable deaths, sacrificing themselves to try and find a place in this world. But me? I simply watched them all vanish into dust. Some of them, I smashed their dreams to pieces with these very two hands. They didn't love Lungman. They simply had nowhere else to go. And in the end, that was my fault. You're not going anywhere, Chen. Arfat died. And all those people for Lungman. You're going to pretend you never saw any of that? Don't act like you knew them. They were with me a lot longer than you. I knew them much better than you. It's my duty to protect Lungman. No matter who stands in my way, it's my duty. That hasn't changed. So you're still Superintendent Chen? And who gave you this duty? I did. Is that just something you wanted to hear for yourself to say? Look at you. You're gonna save Lungman all by yourself? One woman against all of Reunion. Your temper tantrum won't get you that far. It's funny. You're the one who always carried out Mr. Wei's orders because you could relate with him. Now I'm the one who relates to him a bit better. Now I'm the one carrying out his orders. Now the tables have turned. Or how the turntables. I've seen the gist of Mr. Wei's plans. If someone has to die, Mr. Wei thinks it ought to be him. You're carrying the Chen family's blood. Once this blows over, no one's coming after you. I laugh, I saw the word fat. My bro's nickname. You mean he? Mr. Wei would rather he die than you. You give him too much credit. Maybe you don't give him enough, Chen. If he wants to die, he's welcome to it. But what will that get us? What's the point? Will it prevent a war? Will it get Lungman out of this mess? If he dies, it will get some of the blame off Lungman. I think all the blame will pretty much vanish into thin air, actually. Mr. Wei. So bad. You really think it'll be that easy? Nothing's ever that easy. That's why he wants you running to the LGD. You'll get his job and be chief of the LGD sooner or later. After that, you'll become the boss of the entire city. There's been a lot of rot left behind, and you should be the one to clean it out. I get what Mr. Wei wants from you. That he's been waiting for a long time. I can tell you that his beliefs and methods haven't changed from the day I met him. Mr. Wei does look like Knuckles. Mr. Wei will show you the way. Lungman still needs you. And she doesn't want you in danger. I'm just so disgusted. Mr. Way's death may not matter to you, but once he's gone, you can change the city. I have to tell you something, Hoshikuma. It's the reason I don't belong here. Don't mess with me, Chen. No one's more Lungman than you. I'm an infected. What? Since when? 3 years ago. You've been hiding it from me? I didn't mean to. How come you don't even tell me? You didn't even tell me. Wei Yanwen didn't want anyone to know. We couldn't have an infected in the LGD, so I couldn't be infected. Hoshiguma, there is no place for the infected here, or anywhere else in the world. I've had enough of Wei Yanwu controlling us. I'm not going to be his tool anymore. No, I get it. I finally, actually really get it, Shen. I know exactly why you can't leave Lungman. What? If you leave and go to that core city, Mr. Wei will have to brand you an enemy. Not just an enemy, but a dangerous infected enemy working against Lungman. The whole city would know you're infected. They might even think you're working with Reunion. And that'll be the end of it. You'll never be able to come back. I don't care. That's my line. You're infected? I don't care. I don't care. Missy doesn't care. 9 doesn't care. The LGD doesn't care. Not even Mr. Wei cares. He wants you to change this place. He doesn't want you gone. You didn't see how ruthlessly you treated the infected. I did. And 9? She's already gone. She quit the LGD because she was infected too. Infected, well, you're missing out on basically like most of the story, but just to get to catch up on context, the reason why some operators, some of the units have power is because they got infected with this disease, and the disease will eventually kill them. It's incurable. And there's prejudice against the disease. You know, 9 and I might have contracted neuropathy on the same mission. Yeah, it's called neuropathy. That's the infection. She went undercover for me in Reunion, and then because of Reunion, she abandoned Lungman. Because she saw the truth of the city. But she didn't betray Lungman. I'm not letting you take the fall for a crime you didn't commit. Not everyone's infected. Some people aren't. Hoshiguma, why do you think I'm going to the core city? I've never been good at guessing games. Just get to the point. Do you know who's leading Reunion? I forgot her name. Tallulah. He didn't tell you? Tell me what? Tallulah is my sister. Oh. Oh. I get it. Yeah, not all of them are infected. Some operators aren't infected, but most of them are. Chen, you're not going today. Why? It's my sister. My family not important enough? That's why. That's why I can't let you go. Even if I have to die here, I'm not letting you go. It's not for you to decide, Hoshikuma. Hanya can decide. No matter what stands in my way, whether it's a catastrophe or a shield, or a Oni, I'm not giving in. The blacksmith who cast his shield had his whole family killed by a gang of wandering Onis. His fury is much more toxic than any catastrophe. The blood that stains his shield, and the tragedy it represents, is much more wicked than any catastrophe. Chen, Mr. Wei isn't a good man. We can kick his ass together. Whatever you want to do, I'll do it with you. You want my Colombian bag, big single 70 VV? It's yours. Chen, now's not the time. Don't go. Don't force me to do this. That's all I ask. Force you? Why are you talking like Wei Yanwu? I don't like it. An EM player who reads and he reads the story. Oh. Yeah, man. I like the story. When Wei did what he did. No. When he betrayed his brother, failed my mother, and put the city to sleep under his cloud of wickedness. That's when I decided to do this. Hoshi practically proposing to her at this point. I know, right? That's some what is it? Serious bromance right there. You might think the stuff has anything to do with you. But I don't think so. What do you mean? What he did for you, and what you should be doing. None of it is connected. You see black crystals forming on some of the ops in their artwork. Just need to be covered on. Yeah, Hoshi. Just covered on Chen. That's all you need. That's what Mr. Wei was hoping for. He didn't want to play the bad guy. He's not power hungry. He gave you the sword. You don't get it. Understand what? This translation. That should have been get what? Or Chen should have said you don't understand. One or the other. It wasn't just one time. It happened again and again and again. I destroyed my home. I destroyed my family. Covered horn to toe in blood every time I fought to the bitter end. Until I was the only one left standing. Because that's what I thought was right. And they were wrong. I found myself asking a lot if I really deserve to live. I don't. But I lived anyway. I just can't live for myself anymore. It's just hardened dirt. Putting yourself out because of some concept of right and wrong. That's the dumbest thing a person can do. And I've dealt with the regret of my whole life. You think you're the only one who's got a lot of baggage, Miss Chen? Stop talking like that. So why can't you understand me, even a little bit? We've been through so much together, all these years. There's still something you can't tell me? I've got my baggage and you've got yours. We both know that. Even so. What is there that you still don't understand? Thanks for the follow, unidentified EX. Enjoy your stay. I never pulled any of you into this. Okay, I never pulled any of you into this. How could you say I don't understand you? Because I've seen too many people die for nothing. It's only March. Padoru already. Padoru every day, all day. Wait, all day, every day. Every day is Padoru day. I don't care who you are. I just care where you're going. I'm not letting you go. This is all on the leader reunion. You can't change the situation. You'll just die for nothing too. Padoru. No one wants to see that. Not the LGD, not Longman. Thank you, Hoshiguma. But I'm still going. Really? If we have to fight, you should know I'm not scared of you. You really have to go, huh? You feeling like your heart is as hard as iron right now? Infected too. I'm infected by the Padoru virus. I told you before. You're lost in your own thoughts. You lost sight of everything around you. Of everything everyone's ever done for you. Everything everyone's done for you. Your stubbornness is only gonna get you hurt. Fine. I guess you'll have to take a beating before you can learn, like a young Hoshiguma. That being a stubborn ass is just a stupid impulse. Like a young Hoshiguma, that being a stubborn ass is just a stupid impulse. It doesn't make sense grammatically. Your empathy strengthens your gacha assaults. If you want to fight Chen, then let's do it. Show me everything you've learned in the last 2 years. Stop talking like that. Go speak the weeb language. EX42, Long Range Originium Arts Control Device. Operator Rosmontis, requesting approval. Approved for use in defensive operations. Removal approved. User, Annihilation Specialist, Elite Operator Rosmontis. Activation approved. Thanks for the follow, DX Lan Uchiha? Lan Uchiha. Yeah, I just got it. Enjoy your stay. Okay, I'm going. Please tell closure for me about the Rhodes Island Elite Landship startup. Hurry, Doctor. Get in the cabin. Don't watch. If you get hit by Rosmontis shrapnel, you're pretty much gone. Here we go, here we go. Moving. Oh, mouse pad. Okay. Now then. Man. Even if I put... I should have changed Elysium's skill, to be honest. Yeah. I can change his skill later on. That's fine. Alright. Oh, fuck. Spear throwers? Why? Why? Why spear throwers? I wasn't expecting you. Do what it takes on anniversary. I don't want to do it. But the only thing that you gotta know is that I do what it takes. That song was really good. Renegade. They were gonna make fake accounts just to Pandora all day, every day. Oh god. I should have changed that. That's fine. Shit. Okay. So he hits the ranged operators. I see. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. So his range doesn't go as far as Elysium. 3 tiles away, huh? Yeah. That doesn't seem like it's gonna work.
Okay.
If to play any range up right here, they'll just die. Fuck. Yeah. 3 tiles, yeah.
信号は安定誰が戦場で旗を武器にするんだよ。問題ないよ。
頑張ります。
Destiny and every other relative of them is what I will be collecting. I didn't get Neon. This guy's not a bone thrower.
私が決める。言ってみろ。今行くぞ。
Bye! Okay.
どけ。
この程度で止まると思うな。
Uh-oh. 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 Goddamn throwers! Ah!
聞こえてるよ。はや。先輩、ご命令を。先輩。
Yeah. Let's start this over. Throwers, huh?
作戦行動中に問題
Within 3 range. Let's see.
システムを再起動してください。
Checks on you after 3 minute units. Alright. Burn throwers. Burn throwers. Why you gotta be like that? Why do you gotta be like that? Just got a little something. All right. What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna deploy unit at the bottom. Oh, I could deploy a defender here and here. Okay. I see. But then there's gonna be that guy that comes over here. Ah, okay. So deploy my ranged operators. Then deploy Saria here on skill 1. Okay. And make sure the ranged operators can hit the stupid thing here. So that it kills the dude that runs into that will run into Saria. Because that's gonna happen. Okay, yeah, we could do that. Right. Take out Elysium, put in Myrtle. Siege can stay there. Yeah. I don't want to keep AO on skill 2 or 3. I think we can keep her on skill 2, to be honest. E2 level 1. Yeah, man. I don't have mats. Okay. So Rosa and W were good choices. It's just that I played them in the wrong area. That's all. Okay. Take out Kirby, I guess. Gumi.
ふむ準備完了
Hmm. Might be risky, to be honest. Okay, let's try it again. Alright. See you later, Brian. Wait.
一本の釘の欠落が
Well,
一刻の
yes,
王を殺す
but I'm also saving it for other operators, so, you know.
ドクター
So not really.
ここっていい景色だねリンゴちゃん今日もよろしくね一気に型をつける貴様の生死は私が決めるターゲットロックオン戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟決めろ
Damn it. Doesn't reach.
はいはいここでターってみんなこっち来て貴様の生死は私が決める
前に進むぞ
She doesn't reach.
私の
One corner
誰
off.
にでも扱えるわけではない
But I guess I need to have her here. Oh shit. Top's getting dangerous.
うわリンゴちゃん今日もよろしくね戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟決めろ治療開始貴様の生死は私が決めるリラックスリラックス
強化しろ
私の武器はみんなこっち来て
強化しろ
私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない分かった3つ数える間に投稿のチャンス狙いを定めて発射
強化しろ
私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない
この程度で止まると思う
戦場に出たから月監視
Oh, that was gonna happen.
位置についたよフムの特製料理だよ
Ah, it's 10 already. Okay, reset happened. Every zodiac will be relative to me, I'm not sure. Yeah, I started late, so I missed out on Neon. I would have liked to get her. Oh shit!
私の出番。まさか故障？了解。わかった。誰もサプライズ付きだから好きに選んでね。元気出して。
諦めるな。
Thanks for the follow, unknown 4G abusing person. Enjoy your stay. Straight up did the challenge for this one. Current strat works, not much different. Senior style, strong enough to tank.
わかった。私の出番かしら。まさか故障？おいしいもの食べよう。
Ew. Okay. Done.
ふう、今回もこの制服に恥じない戦いができたね。
That's chapter 7 training. I only just started. The story's gearing up. Chen is oh, restart, right? Chen's leaving.
先輩、おはようございます。
And Hoshi's like, no, you stop. You do not leave. Give goat, please. I got her from the gacha. Yeah, that's right. I got lucky. I got lucky.
ここ、広いね。
Because I only just got her from the recent raid up.
スキンシップ
I've been missing out on arts damage. Like my roster was missing arts damage for quite a while. Now I've got Aya, so I've got pretty covered. I mean, I had Amiya before as well, but yeah, Amiya's Amiya. She's not the best. She does okay. She does okay. I'm gonna give it to you then. Who needs a 3? Alright. I'll give it to you. Chilling with E240 Amiya. My Amiya is E2. I just don't know what her level is. Triggering everyone because of E0. Level 2 Thorns and AR. look at me. I've got E0, Chen, Hoshi, Ark, Phantom. I chucked a single EXP card at Shamara just to get the daily missions. Because I need to level up Shamara eventually. That's how much resources I need. This is why my levels are shit, okay? I have them, but I need to level them. Alright. There was one more thing I needed to do, actually. Recruit. 30 minutes. Why? This player. I already just started, like... I started the game in... September, October? Yeah. So right now my priority is raising everyone to E2 first, and then I'll go and raise more levels. So, well, not everyone, but like a main core, I guess. I want to raise all my 6 stars though. Yeah, mostly free to play. but I did cash, so I have paid. So you can see I have a lot of rocks. I paid for the New Year's packs before the New Year restart because so basically, you know how when you buy the Originium packs, right, you get the double once only bonus. Before the New Year started, this was going to refresh, and I didn't buy them yet. So like I hadn't bought anything yet. So I was like, well, I might as well stock up. So I did. I bought like everything. And yeah, I still have rocks. Other than that, I just buy the monthly card, and that's pretty much it. I don't really cash into gacha as hard. You sleep on pot 2 Hoshi. I'll raise them eventually, it's just that I don't have resources for it right now. Sleep on her. Yeah, so like you have her but you don't even use her, right? Ah, shit. Ah, skill.
戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟決めろ。この戦場に出たからにはリンゴちゃん
0 level 50 pot 2 old man. Why would you do that? Why? Bible grandpa, yeah, big titty waifu. I guess so, yeah. The target is good, I know. It's kind of boring. There's not many guards like him, so I think he's quite good to have. Buffing siege. Okay, sure. Currently having 33 E1 max stops. Damn, that's a lot. Most stops are already really good at E1 max, provided the skill level 7. Yeah, most are. I agree with that.
戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟決めろ。
何か考えがある。
We'll swing, and then we'll switch out Silver Ash for AR.
どけ。わかった。誰もサプライズ付きだから好きに選んでね。私の出番かしら。狙いを定めて発射。
すぐに終わる。
貴様の生死は私が決める。
何か考えがある。
頑張ります。
Okay. Just build what I feel like. So I have like 42 E2s. It's fine, it's a game. Do whatever you want, yeah. Uptown Lungman, 7:20 PM. You're pretty serious about this. Well, unexpected. Never would have thought that you'd be able to make me bleed. We have never been able to walk away from our past. Shiguma, you've always been a part of this city, but not me. I've always been running. I don't think I'll ever be able to stand this place. Turned into another one of these in the end. E2 level 1 skill level 4. I can't stop you. Go. Sorry, Hoshikuma. After I'm gone, just go to the slums for me. The people there are panicked and confused. Someone from the LGD has to protect them. If some infected kids give you a toy bear, keep it. A nurse's girl named Misha taught them how to make those bears. She died because we failed her. Okay, I will. Sorry, I owe you one. I don't need your apologies. Honestly, you're no good at them. Hoshiguma. I think we're done here. Go! And don't come back. Take care of yourself. Top 10 saddest anime gacha moments. Sad. Can't stand this place? How many people care about this city as much as you do? Bullshit. Inspector Hoshiguma! Huh? Inspector, you're hurt? Who could have? Oh yes, we just saw Madam Chen. Oh that. Sorry. Do you guys have a second to talk? Inspector, you're disobeying orders too? I wouldn't put it that way. Get out. Yes, Lord Wei. I told you not to call me that. As you wish. We wait your orders. Miss Kelsey and young Amia, before you speak, could I have a word with him? Yes, go ahead, Miss Fumiski. Oh, yes. We've been together for years now, Wei Yenmu. Why talk about this? Right now? One look in your eyes, I can tell what you're thinking. More skills stuck at M2. Goddamn books! I know. I'm like at 13, 15 blue books, man. God, I need so many blue books. You only get 2 per run. Fumitsuki. Now. I've always been able to tell. I know Lungman means the world to you. I know all that you've given her. I know about the dreams you have for her. No, Fumitsuki. Well, this isn't what you want, is it? Oh, fuck! Alright. I mistook that. But this today, this isn't what you want, is it? Ah, go in. I'm not referring to our current dilemma. What I mean is, this prosperity that you've given everything for. You lost 2 loved ones. Actually, I think you said it was 3. Maybe dozens? Surely you couldn't bear to lose your niece as well. Chilling at 13 books but not M3ing any skill at the moment. I M3'd my Silver Ash, skill 3. I M3'd my Weedy, skill 3. I think that's about all I've M3'd so far. Oh no, I M3'd Elysium, both skill 1 and 2. And I M3'd Myrtle skill 1. Yeah. She loads the Shadow Guard. If I send them to retrieve her, she'll fight them to the death. No, wait, Yimu. That's not what I mean. Won't you regret it? If you let them both die in some foreign city. So what if they're infected? Are they not your nieces? If we had children of our own, is this how you would treat them? All that I've ever done, I've done for the sake of our land. I never intended for Chen Huixie to do my work for me. Well, that's how she is. No, keeping the truth from her only deepens the cut. It only makes her feel like she doesn't belong here. Your expectations of her, they're too distant and too difficult. But can I stop at this point? I have struggled against the man behind me and the city below me for so long, and this is all I have to show for it. Would Lungmen allow me to stop? That is what she wanted. To get to the source of our problems. She wanted to change the city into something completely unlike the city under my rule. All I did was teach her how to get there. What she would have to do. What she would have to give up. Alright, that's enough rationalizing. You're giving me a headache. I'll go bring her home myself. I won't sit back and watch her die. I will do what you cannot. Nonsense. I won't allow it. I have plans to bring her back. And you, Fumitsuki, are not to set foot outside this building. Huh? You'll stop me. Damare, kono yaro. Huh? Doctor, what did Miss Fumitsuki say? It's been a long time since I've heard such angry Hikashinese. Have you forgotten who I am, Wei Yenwu? Even I have my limits, Fumitsuki. Baka yoro, kono yoro. Have you forgotten who we are? Fumitsuki! Doctor, I think Mr. Wei might really care for Miss Fumitsuki. The same may also go for Miss Fumitsuki. Maybe. Now then, on to our friends from Rhodes Island. How much will it cost for you to help Lungmen and our Chen? I'll cover it myself. You're really going to hire us like this, Miss Fumitsuki? I am. It may be improper to say, but my husband is not exactly in top form today. Or I might say our opponent's plans have gone beyond anything we might have predicted, and included all that he holds dear. They have a complete understanding of both Lungmen and Wei Yenwu. Fumitsuki, that's enough. Who are you to say what's enough? Doctor, name your price. I can pay. I understand everything you've said here, Miss Fumitsuki. And money won't be necessary, but I need you two to hear me out. Like how the Japanese in Arknights is just Higashi when it means east. So Kelsey just said, it's been a while since I've heard Easties. True. I didn't even think about that. Doctor. Maybe this isn't the place to say it, but if I could speak freely, Lungmen needs some outside assistance. Can I continue, Miss Fumitsuki? By all means. I don't let words get to me. Nonsense. Rhodes Island is only a pharmaceutical company. But the world is a tough place. It doesn't let up on any of us. Especially a pharmaceutical company like ours that tends to make a lot of enemies, be it in business, geopolitics, or otherwise. We wander the cracks between countries, because we have no other choice. When all the forces of the world align to put pressure on us, we need our own special methods to handle them. But if our methods are to work, we need the forces acting against us to have a shred of sense left in their thick skulls. I regret putting that zoomed in Silverash skin on the menu. Gotta change it later. My mum have this disappointed look. That's amazing. The Silverash looking kind of hot though. Remember, it's not gay if you type no homo. If you say no homo, it's not gay. So when there comes a day like today, where anything could happen, Rhodes Island has to be ready with the right response. Get to the point. I have a proposal. I hope it's a good one. I'm not sure I should be disclosing this information to you, Mr. Wei. You must know, with Lungman's strength and your talents, you could annihilate Rhodes Island with a snap of your fingers. No matter how advanced our equipment may be, there is nothing we could do against your forces. If we act against you, Rhodes Island is as good as dead. Go on, Dr. Kelsey. Miss Amia, rest assured, I have no energy to direct at Rhodes Island anymore. So please, proceed. Very well. When you first met Mr. Wei, you were very curious about our military capabilities. I can admit now, just as I just said, Rhodes Island is no match for Lungman in this respect. I'm gay but no homo. You saw Michael here. It's not the problem, it's the zoom in version, them thighs. She zoomed in onto Silverash's thighs. And her mum saw. That's amazing. However, no matter how strong a force may be, it can be limited by the circumstances it finds itself in. It's largely a difference of degree. Let's see that quad action. Even your men can't project power with their hands tied. Even if you step onto the battlefield personally, the enemy still has something to use against you. The truth is, a colleague of mine once saw the Duke of Kashi at a fundraising banquet with his adopted daughter. This wasn't a slave market or some noble bacchano. It was an event for those who represent the many movers and shakers of our world. Continue. I'm sure you can guess what happened next, Mr. Wei. Many young people proved their value that night, with the ideas and the theories that they espoused. But Tallulah did not. Neither my colleagues nor I ever expected that she would become the leader of Reunion. In fact, we should have realized that the Duke of Kashi only shows himself when necessary, to do what is necessary. Otherwise he stays out of sight. Kashi won't tip his hand in exchange for assistance, and neither will Tallulah. I'm sure you know their relationship much better than we do, Mr. Wei. With Matterhorn and the pirate skin of Matterhorn and Korea. I wanted to zoom in on those two, but got showing Lord Crotch instead. The Duke of Kashi never made her a slave or a hostage. She is his successor. Huh? Your observations confirm my suspicions, Dr. Kelsey. Tallulah is Kashi's successor. Correct, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Kashi knows what you have, and what you're capable of. Tallulah may as well. You can leave this in our hands now, Mr. Wei. We have what it takes to handle this situation. Like Amiya told you before, the official agreement between Lungman and Rhodes Island is over. By now, the Rhodes Island landship has left Lungman's port. What we do from here on has nothing to do with Lungman. Is that acceptable, Amiya? Yes. Mr. Wei, we won't concern ourselves with the future of Lungman, or your personal business. But all this is the result of someone conspiring to exploit the infected, and we will fight it with all our might. If you'll permit us to act, and if you can promise you won't act against us in any way, then the battle to come is our battle, Rhodes Island's battle. I won't rely on the infected. I don't trust the infected. The only difference between you and Reunion is that you haven't turned against Lungman yet. What was Reunion like before? Even if we don't remember, somebody does. They weren't anything like this. You can dress up your schemes in fancy words, just as Reunion can shout from the rooftops that they will be the ones to deliver the infected from their fate. In the end, they still ended up being cannon fodder for the Ursus. Time to blow up the city! Gets back to Armia peeking from behind the bottom news banner. In short order, Ursus will snuff out the fire that is reunion. Will you be the next reunion? Who can say? When will you bare your fangs and turn against us? What's more, I doubt you have the strength to deal with Cachet's successor. That Duke of Cachet. Only Lungman has successfully opposed him over all these years. Mr. Wei, you intended to personally lead your forces to attack the Shinobu core city, correct? Don't make blank conjectures. What you just told me, Mr. Wei, is revealing. You think you're the only one who can handle this situation. It's true that Lungman has the raw power to do it, and you've also overcome the machinations of Ursus. And this time you intend to sacrifice yourself to nullify the declaration of war on Ursus. As Miss Fumisaki said, you feel you've betrayed your principles, and you hope to end it all with your death. I've made so many mistakes. My death can't pay for them all. I don't even know who'd I'd be paying. Nevertheless, Mr. Wei, are you so certain that after your death, no one will bear you any ill will? Lungman is strategically important to Yen. Thanks to my protection, it will continue to prosper. I was referring to Lady Fumisaki. Dr. Kelsey, show some tact. Dr. Kelsey, what are you saying? I meant what I said, Mr. Wei. I'm afraid your wife will suffer because of your actions. Even if you're dead, she is your widow. She'll still know everything you knew. I could just put Spectre's floating legs. Can do that. Since someone is forcing you to act against your will, I believe this sort of thing is to be expected. I have a feeling that particular individual won't be so magnanimous. That's enough, Dr. Kelsey. You're way out of line. I can't. You're saying that even if I do this, I still won't be able to protect Fumisaki. And it may not end with Miss Fumisaki. I can go too. Death is the worst that can happen. Fumisaki! Speak, Dr. Kelsey. For the sake of your beloved city and your beloved people, I'm begging you, Lord Wei, leave this to the experts. We may be powerless against a standing army, but we know the infected. We know what they want and what they don't. Only the infected can face the infected. So, what do you want? Leader of Rhodes Island, Dr. Kelsey. You're not a charity. Attacking the core city is tantamount to throwing an egg at the boulder. Be ruinously expensive, and maybe utterly futile. Oh. Just saw it. Alright. I better get thirsty. Next thing I know, my dad disappointed stare. Why would your dad be disappointed? I haven't had one of these in a while. You understand our position, Mr. Wei. Ah, fuck. Wrong person. You understand our position, Mr. Wei. At this point, it benefits us both to speak plainly. More than your agreement with our battle plan, Mr. Wei, we need your guarantee. Why would anyone be disappointed at hot none those? Maybe if they're religious. I don't show my mum things like that, but she's just like, whatever, you do you. Considering you may change your mind in the future, we need your promise for now. Because I believe that Lungman and your family, and Madam Chen, are worth that promise. We don't need your money, Miss Fumisaki. Your kindness and attitude towards the infected are enough for us to execute this operation free of charge. Little rabbit. Huh? Gives a thumbs up. Ah yes, shining skin. That's very nice too. Eat too full, we'll hibernate for a while and then see you later for Uta. Alright, sure. See you later. We're in a very reserved, traditional, serious family. Having a slight cleavage and eating hot is like trying to hide a bag of drugs. Yeah. Traditional, serious, reserved family. Yeah. I kind of thought it was something like that. I agree. Until the end of the Lungmen-Chernobyl conflict, we Lungmen will not in any way interfere in Rhodes Island's affairs. And it looks to me like the good Dr. Kelsey has more yet to say. Pretty sure drug more easier to hide than that. They put lollies? Putting lollies is even worse. Speak up. I can endure it for the time being. Because I need Rhodes Island to save one very specific infected. Then I have another proposal. Name your price. Commando. What's up, Emma? 20 years ago, Edward Artorius, father of Tallulah Artorius, died here in Lungmen. I would like Mr. Wei to lend us his remains. But why? I mean, I guess it's something to use against Tallulah. But why? Spearhead of Reunion's reconnaissance force has appeared at the location where we established a concealed facility. Be careful, these are no ordinary Reunion grunts that we're dealing with. Doesn't say shit, there's only 2. Why? Bosses. Okay. Okay. Wait, where's bagpipe? Feels great to be back in the movie theater. It does! Forgot about this, but went to a movie theater this week. Watched the one and only week movie out. Thanks for a follow. Akariona. Enjoy your stay. Yeah, we went to watch Demon Slayer a couple of weeks ago now in the cinema. It was good. It's nice to actually watch it in the cinema. The only problem is, I'm in Australia. When you're watching these kinds of movies that are like really popular, the kind of audience that you attract, let's just say they're very rowdy. The last time the last time I watched Heaven's Feel, the second movie, in the cinema. And you know that adult scene that appears in Heaven's Feel 2? I mean, if you don't know, then, well. But there basically was an adult scene that appeared. They didn't show anything explicit, but like, they basically showed like around, so you could kind of see it. Yeah, that scene. The entire audience in the cinema was like yelling. There was like one guy was like, just do it already! God, I was so pissed. I was so fucking pissed. Like, why can't they just fucking shut up? People. There's a, yeah. Yeah. I was just like, well, people be people. So that's like one aspect I don't like about cinemas. Just read the off-brand. Nah, man, play the game. Play the first edition of the game. Just got lucky because they tracked with me. And I was the only one. Okay, my problem is I'm going to need to bind and then hit them with Schwartz. Take out Gumi. There's 2 enemies. Okay. Just gonna see what it's like. I have no idea what it's like, so I gotta see what it's like. Can't decide who to E2 first, Shining or Nightingale. Looking to stock more variety of medics. I think you E2 Nightingale first, because when you get hit by arts damage, it really hurts. And the skill 3 is really necessary, as well as the fact that Nightingale gets phantoms that you can summon, the cages. So you can summon those cages at E2. You don't have those at E1. For Shining at E2, what you get is you get a skill that buffs the defense of everyone in range by 50%, I think. And then increases her attack. Which is okay. She doesn't get summons. She doesn't get anything extra. She gets an extra... Her talent is increased by like 20. So it becomes like plus 40, I think. So Shiny's good. But you can deal with that with most defenders. Like defenders are high defense, obviously. So a defender and an E1 Shining should be okay for most things. I would E2 Shining eventually anyway. I did in my own account. But if you're going to prioritize one of the 2, I recommend Nightingale first. Just a long chap 7 story. Who introduced Summon of Fate with Heaven's Field OGBN? Hey. You know, when I played Fate, right? I played the VN. I got the game from, like, my friend gave me the game. A friend of mine at the time gave me the game. It had his save on it. I didn't know. So I played the game. And you know, when you play through a VN, if you've already played it, then it unlocks routes, right? He unlocked everything. So when I played it, the first route that I played was Heaven's Field. So I played things out of order. Nightingale doesn't have many uses, but when you need her, you absolutely need her. And then Shining is like, you can use her, you don't have to use her. You can use like a Warfarin E1 for most places. But Shining E2 will be good. Heart spoke instead of the brain. What do you mean, never need Nightingale ever? I mean, well, okay. Crazy no Nightingale. I'd say Nightingale. Yeah, just because you get more options. The cages are pretty significant. Yeah, Warfarin skill 1 is pretty strong. Don't overlook it. Rhodes Island Bridge, 6 AM. Like Warfarin skill 1 combined with a good defender like Saria or Hoshi, Kura, you'll be alright. Doobie's good too. Attention, our standing operators. I have some important information to report to everyone in Rhodes Island. This is Amia. As of last night, Rhodes Island has officially left Lungmen. In light of recent developments, the trade agreement between us and Lungmen has been cancelled. We no longer have any reason or standing to remain inside the city. Fortunately, we've already purchased a lot of supplies from Lungmen, which will sustain our operations for a while. Unfortunately, some of our operators will shortly be going deep into Chernobog's core city. An extremely tough battle awaits us there. Many may think the war is distant concern to us. Or they may say, it's a conflict between 2 countries. It has nothing to do with a pharmaceutical company. Please no. Please don't spoil. No spoilers, please. If you're going to spoil someone in particular, spoil it in a PM chat. Oh, war. I think war has never left us. Don't do it, man. I'm asking you nicely. Don't do it. Be like a charge rifle. Sure thing, man. We have always been in war. The long war of injustice against the infected. The war that drives people to hate one another. To develop an effective treatment for neuropathy and give the infected a chance to use it, our medics have poured countless hours into their research. Aima is a fellow streamer, and he drops by sometimes. He has his own channel as well. He streams FGO, and what else do you stream? He streams shooting games. Sometimes he streams Left 4 Dead with us too. So go check him out if you feel like it. Ant-Man went up Thanos' asshole and expanded the end. Chap 8 spoilers. Likewise, it has always been our goal to provide the most advanced medical treatment to those here who suffer from neuropathy, inhibiting and slowing the progression of neuropathy. But that is far from enough. Before we can achieve those goals, we must face the ever-growing conflicts between the infected and uninfected. I'll add you after this. I've still got plenty of friend slots. The enemies of the infected will not see them treated, and each crime they commit against the infected aggravates the tensions between the groups. You don't know, right? Thanos is dummy thick. And Ant-Man crawled into his butt and expanded. Or while others exploit and enslave the infected for their own profit. There are those who oppose us and even attack us solely because we seek a cure for neuropathy. We have suffered this in the past. Imagine if we develop a medicine to treat this disease, but never have a chance to administer it to the infected. What then? Our enemy is not only neuropathy. There is no safety for us standing back from this war anymore. Yeah, but your Nectar skill 3 got killed after Thanos fight. The edge. 2 weeks ago, Reunion and Rhodes Island engaged in a violent confrontation. Many of our operators sacrificed themselves in Chernobog. A story we have seen unfold far too many times. But if every sacrifice demands vengeance from us, then we will be locked into an endless cycle of revenge. Countless lives will be taken. Taken by our enemies, and taken by our own hands. Our struggle with Reunion cannot rest upon hatred. If we are able to negotiate with them, we will demand from them an explanation, and hold them accountable for their actions. But Reunion is still gripped by their madness, even today. They have taken control of Chernobog's core city, and are driving it into Lungmen. Even stranger, Ursus has not surrendered his territorial control of the core city. They retain a territorial claim on Chernobog, even with it under Reunion's control, even when Ursus never took action as this entire incident unfolded. The Empire of Ursus ignored the atrocities committed in Chernobog, and made no effort to stop them whatsoever. They abandoned their own citizens. This has led me to conclude that Ursus has conspired to bring about these events. A collusion with the core city will spark an international war. A war between Ursus and Yen. By then it will be too late. No matter who stands behind Reunion, no matter how hard they've pushed, no matter who the real mastermind behind all this is, there will be only one truth laid grimly at our feet. The infected caused this war. No matter the outcome of the war, the infected will always be the scapegoat. They will face even more brutal oppression, more miserable lives, and an internal fury hatred. If that comes to pass, all Rhodes Island has done will come to nothing. There won't be a single country in the world that will allow us to treat the infected, or allow them a normal life. Indeed, this is an unavoidable part of our protracted war on neuropathy. Rhodes Island has always been fighting this war, and it's a difficult war to win. But despite that, we will never give up. We will fight the fanatics with reason, and enmity with clever strategy. We will press on, because no one wants to see a bitter end to their efforts. So we will stop Reunion. We will stop the Chernobog core city from colliding with Lungmen. I hope those of you staying here on the land ship will look after Rhodes Island. Whether or not we return, Rhodes Island will fight on. Right. Situation normal. That's an epic speech, Amia. Give you challenge. What kind of challenge? Out of sanity, but have tons of plans. I don't know. Try Sniper Knights. Phew. You make a charming orator. Yeah. Wait, what? What? Was it maybe too gloomy? Yes, some of the other operators will think so too. They said at times like this, we should be boosting morale. But I thought about it and realized we're not that kind of team. It's not about good or bad morale for us. We need to understand what it is we're doing. The harder things get, the more we need to tell everyone the truth. We can't be making our decisions blind. What could be more dangerous than walking around this world blindfolded? I heard Madame Chen left Longman. It's true. I'm thinking Madame Chen will probably steal into the core city alone. Longman the infected, her bloodline. Madame Chen is a complicated person, with a lot of contradictions tied up inside her. But even carrying around all that, she still didn't give up. She didn't run away. She carried it all with her to Chernobyl. She's not afraid of betrayal, exile, or death. Doctor, Madame Chen is infected. Huh. Yes. Doctor, when we go to the core city, we're also going to do what we can to rescue her. Not only because Madame Chen is our friend, and not entirely because someone hired us to do it. Madame Chen will not face reunion alone. We will stand with her. Everything she worked so hard to protect, and the painful silence she forced on herself. We will help her because we both want the same thing. Doctor, that look on your mask, it's funny. I've doubted Madame Chen before. I took her for the type who couldn't change. But when she reached out to help the infected, I saw it. I saw the color of her heart. It's an interesting turn of phrase. Or, it's just how I'd describe it. I don't really know how to explain what I see, and it wouldn't be right to transmit it to people directly. But to protect the infected in a moving city, to keep to that ideal is heroic. Madame Chen isn't a cold-blooded person. She's stern and strict, but that's exactly why her sense of justice forces her to fight against the darkness in this world. Even if she's never said so herself. So we'll go. There's someone else who wanted me to stop me in. Doctor, are you talking about... Oh. It's Frostnova. Right. And Misha. If there's something we can do to prevent a repeat of Misha's tragedy, to bring some comfort to Frostnova and her men, and to help even more people, to stop the birth of new sorrow in this land, we will do it. I've sent both of you the information. This will be the first time the three of us have taken command together. Vesper's Island? You could always stay here. It's up to you. I can't force you. Dr. Kelsey. I'm listening. I hope you can set aside whatever preconceptions you have of Doctor. And I hope you'll set aside whatever prejudices you may have towards Dr. Kelsey, Doctor. From the things she said before. At least for the time being. Doctor has amnesia. Rhodes Island has no reliable treatment to restore the Doctor's memory in just 2 short weeks. 2 weeks?! This whole game has only been 2 weeks?! So everything that the Doctor is now is the product of new understanding and cognition. Dr. Kelsey, I hope you can look at this Doctor in a new light. And Doctor, I don't want you doubting Dr. Kelsey's intentions just because of what she said. She's the person that you can rely on the most. Whether you trust her or not, she is. Please promise me, both of you. Doctor. 1 year anniversary in 2 weeks game. And we just clear each one in FGO within a few days. Alright. Water under the bridge isn't an option for us. Morality won't turn us into better people. Dr. Kelsey. I'm not refusing your proposal, Amir. It's just, forgiveness as a form of kindness, of waiving your right to anger, will only make us weak beyond measure. I will not waive that right. But for now, I'll shelve my prejudices. Let's deal with the core city first. Once and for all. Right. Okay. No, it's not like I think that's a bad thing. I'm just a little slow on the uptake. I trust that you'll be there for me when it counts, Doctor. What I wanted back before you was for you to guide me and take care of everything that I couldn't do in these difficult times. I used to think that with a doctor at my side, I could be brave. Amia. Oh, I'm okay, Dr. Kelsey. I've learned not to rely on other people anymore. But Doctor, just a doctor, I really thought like that. Now, Doctor, we stand shoulder to shoulder. Ever since you came back to me, I've been waiting for the chance to tell you. I've grown up. I don't need you, or Dr. Kelsey, or I don't need you to protect me anymore. I'll get the results to prove that you were right to trust in me, Doctor. I promise. Hey, shoulder to shoulder is just an expression. Don't call me short. I'm still growing. I'll be as tall as you in no time, Doctor. I'm just happy, Doctor. Yeah, just very happy. Oh yeah. Which part of the plan are you asking about, Doctor? Just walk up to Tallulah and introduce ourselves, right? This island does have its own way of doing things. Take a look at the report. I'll cover every part of the plan. In 4 hours, we'll trigger a small sandstorm in the path of the Chernobyl core city. Okay, what did I miss? I have 92 snipers. 92 snipers. Alright, go. Sniper Knights it is. The Ians will never hurt the infected. In the image previously, the height perspective is off scale unless army is actually short. Oh, the one in with Armia doing the speech, was it? I didn't notice. Small cookie. Not including ear. His doctor's tall as fuck. 180 is like about me or taller. Is it like Armia gonna be leaving. 10 AM wilderness. Number 1. Compressor number 1 powered. Number 2. Ammunition stockpile number 2 ready. Number 3. Wind pump number 3 camouflage. Camouflage in place. Is the camouflage going to work? The Chernobyl core city command tower has a wide line of sight. This won't work without camouflage. Figures they'd pick Firewatch. They didn't even try to hide the fact that the core city was basically designed as a warship. The Empire thrives through violence and conquest. Damn. So this is just how the Empire Ursus designs things? Designs put ideas into people's heads, and those ideas turn around and influence design. Living in an environment like this will breed a natural hostility towards outsiders, sooner or later. It's not fair to the ordinary Ursus civilians to paint them with such a broad brush. Oh, I'll grab the backup cables. Wow, it's got herself screen time. But how many crimes did Ursus commit against my hometown? They'll never be able to wash the blood off their hands. Now, they seek to use the infected to spark the next war, to justify even greater cruelty against the infected. Does this not prove their brutality? They put the torches to our fields and choked our wells with ashes. They razed entire villages, leaving only charred corpses behind. They slaughtered the land itself. Only rubble remains. Those are the ordinary Ursus civilians I know. Had they not supported the war, none of these things would have happened. I believe that was not the collective will of the people of Ursus, but rather the manifestation of evil ideas. We are not fighting the people of Ursus, but against evil itself. Firewatch, this may not be Casimir's land we're standing on, but still, we will not see these atrocities repeated. Hey Mikamix, what's up? Doesn't matter whether the enemy is Ursus or not. Reunion may call themselves Ursus, or they may not. But we're not here to hurt people. We're here to stop people from getting hurt. The Knights never helped us guerrillas. Our leaders waited years. But in the end, help never came. We fought to the last, alone, until we were devoured by Ursus. Not many of us are still around to tell the tale. Who can I trust? How am I supposed to believe? How am I supposed to believe? Mistranslation, eh? How am I supposed to believe in the benevolence of Ursus's honest folk? I don't blame the knights, especially not you, no. But I keep thinking back to the time I spent fighting Ursus. I don't trust them, and I don't trust Casimir's. That was a grave mistake on the part of Casimir's knights. A mistake that they could not right. And they did not manage to protect Casimir's. But at least, we can fight side by side today, Firewatch. I didn't have a chance to help you back then, but this time we fight. Not for our homes, but to put an end to Ursus' atrocities. Even if we're only here as support, I'm still prepared. To fight for what I believe in, to die for you. To die for someone else. Not all knights are like you. But I believe this is what a knight should be. There is meaning in dying for someone else. Madam Firewatch, let this battle be my apology to you. I pray to know. Anything you need me to do? Guard the area until the devices are fully operational. 4 hours ago. So we've already chosen our camouflage. It's Snell's way of apologizing and of atoning. Firewatch is like just conflicted about it, I guess. After so many combat actions, infiltration is essentially a required course for our operators. Every situation is different, but using the terrain to conceal your position is always a must. Sometimes it's snow, sometimes it's grassy plains, sometimes it's a swamp. We have different techniques every time. A friend keeps asking me to play this game. I've seen the art and I really like them. I can't get the characters I want early in the game, making me not want to play it. You can reroll. Just do some rerolls and maybe wait for raid up banners. And it's quite okay because the game is quite free to play friendly as well. Like there's a weekly map that you can run that gives you gacha currency. And the gacha in the first 10, at least first 10, you'll always be guaranteed a 5-star operator, at least, in an individual battle. It's very nice. Someone is here in the deserts and Barrett lands, so use the sand to cover your tracks. That's the trick. It's easy to get characters here compared to F-Share. Much easier. Yeah, much easier. And once you get a character, that's it. You're done. Like you don't need to get any more. If you get more, it's nice, but they're essentially like MP upgrades in FGR. Maybe we shouldn't rely totally on this one tactic. It's just a way to cover our tracks. Rhodes Island is about unilateral operations. Successful infiltration is the sum of a lot of moving parts. Gacha works with you, not against you. Yeah, and you can even exchange for operators in the store. So there's a proper exchange for units, unlike FGO. The exchange for FGO is ridiculous. I don't even consider that an exchange. God, you need 10 wheels in FGO. just for context, to get a wheel in FGO, you have to get you have to first of all you have to fully max out a unit's copies. That's 5 in total. Then for every subsequent duplicate of that unit, you'll get a wheel. You need 10 wheels to exchange for 1 SSR. I mean, it can be any SSR, any permanent SSR. If there's a raid up banner, then you can exchange for a limited one, sure. But you need 10. And you can only get those wheels and you get a duplicate of an SSR that you've already maxed out. And the raid up chance to get a SSR in FGO is 1% for an SSR. For the raid up SSR, 0.7. So the exchange is nothing. It's worth nothing. It's literally worthless. Best thing I like in this game are their costumes. The art on these costumes of it. Yeah. And if you're into skins, you can always get one skin per event, no problem. There are free skins, yeah. The information the Azazel Clinic gave us authenticated the Shonobog blueprints I have. That means we have a solid picture of what the core city's lower levels look like. When the time comes, we'll enter through the drainage system in the foundation, but we'll need bait. We can't hook our prey without bait. Same for the hunter. Yes, you're right. But given enough time, even the worst hunter can tell the difference between prey and bait. We'll have to stay out of sight long enough to prevent that. The costumes are more towards fashionable rather than pure fan service. Excluding swimsuits, which I like too. Yeah, same. $10 AM. You don't need us to land for this op, do you, instructor? There isn't a good spot in the core city. Arian isn't exactly poorly equipped. They've got casters too. Landing would be tricky. No need. Just make it look like we're going to land, but keep circling the city. We didn't bring a tactical team. Not much we can do with just the two of us. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I mean, swimsuits are fashionable. Yeah, swimsuits are good. How would you not think of that? What? Did think of that? How would you not think of that? Just kidding, instructor. Put the whip down. We got the wuss who flies the bad guy and now this joker. You can keep us up for half an hour, can't you? No problem. Just keep their attention. The reunion element in the ruins know we have aircraft, but we can't be sure about what their people in the core city might know. Rest assured you're riding the good boy, and he's a lot noisier than the bad guy. He'll be all eyes on us for a solid half hour. Just watch me, instructor. You can reread the story if you missed it in the cutscene. Yeah, there's a log here. It's great. You can even, you know, get rid of the text, so you can screenshot the background if you want. It's nice. Just sit back and relax, instructor. I chauffeured Blaze and Ascalon around 100 times. I never got shot down on any of these low flights. Getting shot down is one-time thing. 10 AM, Core City outskirts. Huh? What's that? Up in the sky? They're flying? The enemy bought a new weapon. What country is it from? Just shoot it down already. Arknights finally caught up with that mechanic when JP gacha game is basically a must. Wait, this... Arknights used to never have this? Are you serious? I did like it's say because it's been here since I thought it was always here. Like I always thought it was there. We don't know what it's carrying. We can't let it land. Don't panic. If it drops low enough, we'll light it up. Just don't let it out of our sight. What kind of safety features are on this thing? I think it started during chapter 6 with one of the big updates. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was already, like, I wasn't playing at that time. Are you afraid of heights, instructor? A little. Don't worry. If something goes wrong, we won't have time to react. The crash will pulverize us. We won't even be able to identify our bodies. A great equalizer. How could I not worry? Amiya, we've managed to distract the enemy. They're convinced we're preparing to land. Begin the operation. Or was that like during Children of Ursus, if I remember correctly? Attention copyright operators. A smattering of enemies is approaching our position. Likely a recon team from the core city. Our equipment is active. We won't let them ruin our plans. Man on Firewatch, cover me. Roger. Here we go. Alright. What am I dealing with? There's two enemies, right? Two types of enemies. 95! Oh! Oh! Okay. I thought it was a boss. I was wrong. So it's all the same type of enemy. I was wrong. Can I even do this with this team? Can I even do this?
相手のターゲット。
各位作戦通りに行動するのよ。
Oh, doggers.
信号は安定。いつでも行けるよ。誰が戦場で旗を武器にするんだよ。
待機中。
いい。
Fuck! Up top as well. Shit.
前に進むぞ。
Ah, bottom as well. Holy fuck, they're so fast.
何か考えがあるの。何時らが孤児せし武勇。何人も語り継ぐことかなわ。
リーフ頑張ろうね。
Fuck, these guys are fast. Might have want to bagpipe this too. Yeah, I know, right? See, I thought I was running into a boss.
信号は安定。誰が戦場で旗を武器にするんだよ。
負傷した者はすぐに知らせるんだ。 はいはい、ここでたっぷり休ませてもらうわ。
Oi! Oi!
医療機器の設置はスケツ監視。わかった。3つ数える間に投稿のチャンスをあげる。頑張ります。
信号は安定。いや悪いね。僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。
How do I do this? How do I do this?
まずは戦闘マニュアルの暗唱から。
信号は安定。いつでも行けるよ。
行ってきます。行ってみろ。止血監視。
決まったか。汝は我が恩敵なり。はた元老物に過ぎぬのか。
任せて。まさかわかった。3つ数える間に投稿のチャンスをあげる。ここにいるよ。先輩、温度安定しています。了解。3つ数える間に投稿のチャンスをあげる。
Jesus Christ. The stage is easy, just man. I did not bring the right team to that. Okay, let's change the team around. Okay. Reading's actually pretty good here. The pump crowd control is nice. W can be mines. Okay.
私も一緒に行くの？
Let's take out Ifrit and Schwartz. Siege, Blaze. Okay.
待て、医療器具を準備してからだ。
Instead of Elysium, we're gonna go with Battle. Bagpipe skill 2. Alright. Kirby skill 1. I'm gonna use her. Or should I just use Glaucus instead?
Minna, 着地の準備はできていますか?
I could just bring Exia.
チームでの戦い、慣れてるから任せて。
Alright, let's try this again. Don't forget about Bagpipe. Just spam some Vanguards and AoE. Yeah. Oh, brush. Huge AoE character. The one in the middle, Silver Ash. Yes, that's right. He's one of the top 3 units in the game. So top 3 is like Silver Ash, AF here, and Exia. I'm bringing them all into this fight because no mercy, no matter what.
教習オペレーターの基準は厳しいよ。私の動きについてきて。みんな、助けに来たよ。総員3体。一気に型をつける。貴様の生死は私が決める。
前に進むぞ。
どけ。任せて。本気で行くよ。戦場に出たから死ぬ覚悟を決めろ。邪悪を壊滅しうるは勇猛さ。この辺温度が低すぎるかな。ちょっとからかってあげようっと。貴様の生死は私が決める。負傷した者はすぐ本気で行くよ。私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。こっそりどこかに行っちゃうかもね。大当たりを引くのは誰かしらね。誰もサプライズ好きだから好きに選んでね。私が振りまく地で大盛り上がり間違いなし。
Okay, I went a little bit overboard this time.
貴様の生死は私が決める。 どけ
A little bit worried about top.
3つ数える間に投稿のチャンスを
だが己が存在を自らに
どけ わかった。気をつけて行動しますね。
Okay. Alright. See you later, Ipan. Let's go back.
中断の雨で
Okay, wait, Strip FG
あな
edition.
たたちを苦痛から
That's on
救済し
Thursday. Yeah, okay. Silverash Blaze Suitor. Now, yeah. Silverash Blaze Suitor. Not counting Suitor than Aya. Right now. Exia kind of dropped out. Yeah. I heard that that was happening. Yeah. Alright, okay. Well, I'm probably gonna call it there today for Arknights actually. How much left we have? How long is doing good? I'm just about to wrap up the stream for Arknights. So I'm gonna finish the stream for Arknights. I'll be back in about half an hour and I'm gonna be playing Utawa Mono. So if you're interested in that, feel free to hang around. Otherwise, I'll be back with Arknights on Thursday. But no, not Thursday. Thursday's FGO. Because the FGO stream. Today Tuesday. Yeah. Let's continue some story on Tuesday. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Thanks guys.